you're all wondering what the hell is going on. What is Creaky up to now? Has he lost his mind? Maybe we'll soon find out. I just thought it would be fun, and I did get really carried away. What can I say? Sue me.
I'm on a mission, get some flat earth rain. Gotta use science to break the ball and chain. I seen the planets up above the stars so high. It's around us, baby, ain't no need to cry. Yeah, man, with the message, gotta testify. The earth's a globe, no need to wonder why. We keep on rolling like the round earth spins. The truth will set you free, so let the fun begin.
Right, I've got a story to tell about the flat earth theory, and it's gone straight to hell. Flat earth, you say? Ah, what a joke. It's like science and reason just went up in smoke. You think the earth's flat? Are you out of your mind? You must have left all your logic and reason behind. You say NASA's lying and it's all a big scam, but mate, you don't even understand a simple diagram. You're on YouTube scrolling, thinking you walk, but all you're doing is inhaling contrail smoke. Your flat earth theory, it's such a disgrace. You're making a mockery of the whole human race. You say gravity's fake, it's all just density. But let me tell you why that doesn't make sense to me. You ignore Einstein, Galileo and Newton too, just to make a point that's not even true. Flat earthers, listen, it's time for school, and I'm about to show you why I think you're a tool. The earth is round, it's a beautiful sphere, and if you disagree, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I said yeah, I'm Welsh, it's my accent. What do you want me to do about that?
Hey, Creaky. Stop lying. You don't have an accent. I mean, just listen to me.
I'm on a mission, get some flat earth rain. Gotta use science to break the ball and chain. I seen the planets up above the stars so high. It's around us, baby, ain't no need to cry. Yeah, man, with the message, gotta testify. The earth's a globe, no need to wonder why. We keep on rolling like the round earth spins. The truth will set you free, so let the fun begin.
Yo, the name is Ark, and I'm about to spark a little knowledge into all the minds and hearts of flat earthers everywhere that left the brains in park. Cause they talk so much shit, the breasts smell like farts. We'll embark on a journey like with Lewis and Clark, and we'll discover all the things that blows your flat earth apart. But better check your pseudoscience before we depart, cause this is factual knowledge that I'm about to impart. Eratosthenes' shadows, yeah, they played a part. Galileo's telescope, a celestial chart that Magellan used when he said the world's so smart. Added modern age, astronauts depart, meaning buds on the moon, yeah, they made their mark. They saw the blue marble, a cosmic work of art. Coriolis pendulums and nighttime stars, GPS satellites and orbiting cars. In the ancient times, yeah, they thought it was flat, but science done went and changed all that. From the ancient Greeks to the modern day science, it's the flat earth preachers that are doing all the lying.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, you know where to find me. YouTube.com/@MemoryArtStudios. And if you like what you heard, you can find me there too.
I'm on a mission, get some flat earth rain. Gotta use science to break the ball and chain. I seen the planets up above the stars so high. It's around us, baby, ain't no need to cry. Yeah, man, with the message, gotta testify. The earth's a globe, no need to wonder why. We keep on rolling like the round earth spins. The truth will set you free, so let the fun begin.
Anyway, that's my rant in rhyme and verse about the flat earth theory, which keeps getting worse. Flat earthers, you're wrong, you're completely absurd, and denying science makes you as dumb as a turd. Memory Art Studio. Yeah, we're live. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The side chat was very interesting during my dope rap track. Who is Dai Ling Ping? Well, let's just bring him on and show everybody he's a very sensible human being. Good evening, Dai. How are you, pal?
Feels like I'm fucking stars in your eyes, and you've just like covered me in smoke. And out he comes tonight, Matthew. I'm going to be Dai.
Was that too much of a build up for you?
Like literally, right? That was like we haven't even gone 20 seons into it, and I've sworn already. I
said to Dai before we went live, I am as scared as I am excited about tonight's stream. And once you all get to know Dai a little bit, you'll probably understand what I mean. So Dai is basically, like, for Callum's generation, especially the Welsh, he's like YouTube royalty. He's literally a YouTube legend in Wales. And
yeah, I get mad bragging rights for this now in the local area.
yeah. So how did you start on YouTube, Dai? Was it sort of like me, you just stumbled into it, or was it sort of deliberate?
So what I started doing it was the era of Call of Duty,
Right.
where it was like the lobbies were like extremely toxic.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've already been a massive tech head. I've been a tech head for years, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, how can I capture this like footage? And then, because YouTube was new.
Yeah,
And because capture cards and stuff like that never existed then.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, well, what I'm going to do is fucking Frankenstein together like some devices for the PC.
Yeah.
And I used what was called a TV card, right?
Yeah.
And it was basically like, you had like, can you remember the old shitty things that we used to plug in like for an aerial into the back of the TV?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like one prong. It wasn't like these newfangled HDMI cables. It was just one shitty little round thing.
Yeah.
And I'd managed, right, to Frankenstein shit together so I could get the Xbox 360 into the computer.
Yeah.
And then I started recording it. Now, like, tech then was shite.
Yeah.
So we're talking like 360p.
Jesus.
Maybe even less, right? And so the reason why I started it was because like I went into a lobby one night and there were like a big group of like adult males just abusing and rinsing fuck out of this youngster.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't like this. This is shit. So I carried on listening and then I kept following them through the lobbies and I thought, right, I'm going to have these now. And then I ended up putting a squeaky voice on.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like, I'm just going to drag these into, like, a little trap here. I'm going to make myself, like, a bully target. And I'm going to let them come to me and try to mug me off. And then I'm just going to switch on them. Oh. And that's how it started. So, like, I captured it. I started capturing it after that. Because I thought, like, that's good. If I can start going and doing stuff like this, which is, like, bully videos.
Yeah.
So that was why I started actually doing the trolling type things, but it was like moral trolling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was going to say, you know, like, how would you, like, I suppose if I had to classify what I am on YouTube, then I'm a commentary channel. But how do you classify Dai Ling Ping? Is it like professional troll or?
Well, years ago, I'd have classified initially in the early stages, I would have just classed myself as like a moral troll.
Right.
Yeah? Which is how it first started. And then I started branching out into doing like voiceovers, like parodies.
Yeah.
Song parodies. And I started branching out into multiple aspects of like loads of different things then.
Yeah.
Ling Ping style to this day is still, it tickles me every single time.
But I suppose like the character, I say character, it's fucking me, innit?
Yeah.
So, like, I suppose, evolved as time has progressed.
Yeah.
Not because I've had to, because, like, with the way the cancel culture is now, you'd expect that, like, people have got to, like, neuter the things they say. Or, in today's climate, they'll get cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't fucking care about that. People can try, right? People can try, and my mentality behind it is you can only be cancelled if you become a fucking yes man.
Yeah.
And start pandering to the people trying to cancel you and start apologizing for the things you've said and done.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you turn around and say, well, I tell you what, no, fuck you. I stick by what I've said.
Yeah.
I stick by what I said all those years ago. My fucking mentality hasn't changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not going to pander to the minority, and then the majority or the genuine followers go, oh, what a little shit house. And then you
Yeah,
alienate
yeah.
your genuine followers, and the people that you're trying to pander to who don't give a fuck anyway.
Yeah,
It
'cause
just
as soon as
ends
you
up
start
becoming
pandering to them, they're just going to look the other way anyway.
Yeah, that's how you get cancelled. If you stick to it and say, look, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nothing's off the table. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't go out of my way to... I'll never go out of my way, because it's not in my nature to go out of my way to offend people.
No.
Right? I'm not going to, like, walk down the street and tip somebody out of their fucking wheelchair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a total twat. I've got a lot of empathy for people.
Yeah.
But I'm also
I know
not
what you
going to
mean.
neuter the things I say when, like, a lot of the time they like that, they jokes, and then somebody turns and comes round and goes, oh, that's really offensive, that is. And I'm like, well, don't fucking look at it then.
Yeah. I think that's just a
Or
big
even
part
better,
of
just don't tell
YouTube,
me.
isn't it? It's like the offense police, isn't it? You know, but it's like people, you know, I can, even in my videos, I can make a remark which in my mind was just, it was just a remark and it meant nothing. But then there'll be like 20 or 30 comments of it's upset some people because I said one thing they didn't like. They commented on the video before that and I was brilliant. But because I then said one thing that they didn't like, then now I'm terrible. Now when they hate me and they're going to unsubscribe and,
Yeah.
you know, all that
You
kind
get
of
it a lot. You've got, like, I remember once, now bearing in mind, this particular follower had followed me for probably fucking 8 years, yeah?
Yeah.
And had laughed at everything that I'd said. Nothing was off the table, right?
Yeah.
But because it happened to be one of the subject matters that they held very close to themselves,
Yeah.
they got offended by that, and then it's as if they disregarded everything else, and it's just like, hold on a minute, you're not laughing at this.
Yeah.
But you've laughed at another 20, 30, 40, 50 other things, which are equally just as offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
So stop being a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something I saw the other day. I can't remember the comic I saw talking about it, but they said someone came up to them after a show and was like, love the show, blah, blah, blah. I just want to let you know, I don't think you should do those. I think it was like cancer jokes or something because my family member, blah, blah, blah. And they responded, I also did 5 minutes of Holocaust stuff. And they went, yeah, that was brilliant. But it's like, because it's not your thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I put this the other day, is a lot of people instantly think that when something is posted online, they own dominion over it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, look, hold on a minute now, Shah, right? The world doesn't revolve around you, right? I didn't write this fucking status with you in mind. I didn't go, I'm going to write this just so Sharon can read it. I don't know who Sharon is anyway, right? I've just made that name up just for the narrative.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what gives you, why are you so self-imposed that you think that, like, you matter?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I agree with you 100%.
I didn't create my page because, like, Sharon exists.
No.
It's like, oh, there we are. This is for you. I've created this fucking area in Eden for you.
Yeah.
You
That's why
twat.
negative comments on videos always make me laugh. And, you know, I don't get hundreds and hundreds, but I get plenty of them. And it's like, well, if my video bothers you that much, why did you even expend the energy required to tell me you didn't like that? Just click off it and then don't watch any more of my videos. That's the answer.
Yeah, why have they got to announce it?
Yeah, well, sometimes if I'm feeling, you know, a bit that way inclined, I'll reply and say, look, the comment section isn't an airport. You didn't have to announce your departure.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck off. Just get on the plane, have your fucking lager and your fucking peanuts if they're allowing them today, and just fly off, you fucking twat.
But it's funny to me. But has YouTube like always been like that in the comments? You know, in your experience?
Well, yes. So from people going, oh, they like this, and it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But what I used to thrive on it. Bearing in mind, the whole sort of premise of what I used to do was purely based on what reactions I could get.
Yeah.
Right, so like if I didn't get a reaction, I didn't get content.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would just be me sitting in a lobby in silence.
Yeah.
So for people to respond was like, the icing on the cake for me. So even when
Yeah.
people used to like whinge in the comment section, I'd be rubbing my little fucking hands together because I'd like, well, you've just given me an opportunity now for content. Which is what I used to do. Facebook used to be like, get somebody post something, I go, there we are, that's being made into a video.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? So I'd see the opportunities bounce off that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So in a way, I guess you kind of have done over the years commentary style content as well. Well, obviously those old videos were more you were baiting people for their reactions, like you said. The way they responded to you in those old Call of Duty videos and stuff were that's what got you the content. But like, if you're pulling stuff as well, I guess that is commentary, so it is kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, like, so like with content creation, as you both know, there comes a time where you probably sit back, and I think we all do this, and you go, I've got to learn to be a little bit more diverse with my content. Otherwise, I'm running a very big risk of pigeonholing myself and putting myself into like, such a small niche.
Yeah.
That I'm fucked in if I ever try to get out of that niche.
And to be fair, that's exactly what I'm trying to do at the minute. And that's why I've separated this now onto its own channel. I know I'm streaming it to both channels tonight, but that's because, you know, I'm sending the stream to where there's the most people to watch it type of thing. But, you know, and I'm trying to branch out and talk about stuff other than flat earth. You know, I've been doing a bit of the First Amendment, you know, sovereign citizen videos and all that kind of stuff as well. And people are enjoying them and watching them. So I think, you know, sometimes I think, oh God, another flat earth video. They just all say exactly the same thing. And I think if I've got feelings like that towards the content I make, and it's going to show in the content, and then nobody wants to watch a misery guts. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you'd be surprised how many people do want to watch a fucking misery guts. Because the majority of content that people watch is the people who are angry. And
because it's funny because I've noticed over the time and people say it in the comments, I'm getting more and more kind of irate and vocalizing how stupid I think flat earthers are and all this nonsense. And then a couple of months ago, I thought, I'm going to rein it back in, or I'm going to completely calm. Everyone hated it. So I suppose a lot of people may already be watching me for that reason.
Yeah, so like I was very much like this. It's like typecasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like I knew, as you know, it's like, well, hold on a minute now. I've got a lot more subject matter I can start putting out.
Yeah.
If people would give it the chance.
Yeah.
And it was the stand, just do a Call of Duty video, And I'd be like, well, yeah, all right, I will, but I've already done another 200 prior. The one that can just go back and fucking watch them.
Yeah.
And the reality is if people give other content a chance, they'll soon realize that there's so much more that they'll enjoy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've had people say, ask me in the comments and stuff, what would I do if flat Earth disappeared tonight? If I got up tomorrow,
it'd be fucking fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know why you'd be fine?
It's the internet, isn't it? There's always somebody doing something that can potentially be made into a reaction or a commentary video.
Right. So look at this now, right? What are flat earthers?
It's just people who don't believe that we live on a globe.
No, well, this is what I think flat earthers are. Stupid bastards, right? And what are there a lot of in existence?
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid bastards. It just happens to be that they're stupid bastards on another subject, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can scroll through Facebook and find thousands of stupid bastards in an hour.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong there.
It's just like...
started uploading to Facebook now. Only like 2 weeks, Carl, is it?
Yeah.
And the comments are nuts. It's literally drawing every nut job out of the woodwork who lives on Facebook. People whose names I've never seen before. Because I think you said something similar a little while ago, Dai, that this guy had been and you knew he had been subscribed for a long time. So I'm guessing you're like me, where there's certain names like in the chat now, and Purple Snowdrop, Ben Speed, you know, these are all names I know and I've known
You
for
recognise, yeah.
years and years.
It's very, very fickle, I find.
Yeah. Yeah.
Content creation has the potential to be very fickle because it's like you said, yeah, you can be the glory boy one day
Yeah.
in some person's eyes, and then
Yeah.
you say something, it rubs them up the wrong way on a personal level, and then no, you're the Antichrist now. And it's just like, oh, come on, let's just be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You stupid bastard.
And that's what I mean by like the cancel culture on YouTube and the offense police. It's like, it's almost as if they think I've made that video just for them. Like you were saying about Sharon earlier. I didn't make it just for Sharon. I made it for hopefully 106,000 people who are potentially going to watch it. But some people
and this is the
have
thing,
ability
like
to sort of frame it as if I was deliberately offending them.
Them personally, yeah. I remember putting a post up once, and it was about something to do with the new Xbox coming out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even making this up now. It's too mental to make up, right? And we were all harping on about how potentially excited we were for the new Xbox, and some guy piped up, "My dog died this morning. There's a lot more important things to talk about in the world."
Yeah.
And that's all you were talking about is Xbox. And I was like, whoa, hold on. I never killed your fucking dog.
Yeah. And
so why are you having a go at me?
Yeah, exactly.
And even if I did know, I'm still going to talk about fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
Because the harsh reality of the matter is I never even fucking met his dog.
Yeah. But that's the thing, innit? But he was acting as if you had literally killed his dog, probably.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't even know what breed it was.
Yes.
So it's just like...
But that's the thing, innit? It's because, people like that are so unimportant that the thought of anything he accused you of was never even in your brain in the first place.
Well, here's an interesting question now, right? Because I think I know the answer already, but I want to get you a take on it. Do you think people are more stupid now than they were 30 years ago?
I do.
Yeah, the fact that there's so many people available for me to make content about.
Now, this is the fucking magic, isn't it? It's
it would tend to lean in the direction of your question, yeah.
Well, look at this now then, right? I'm not going to say the C word on this. Now, I like the C word, but I'm not going to say the C word because I know that you don't swear a lot, right? So I'm going to dumb it down. I'm probably going to say twat a bit, but that's a lot better than the C word, right?
Right.
Let's say 30 years ago, right? The only way, because 30 years ago, we never had Facebook.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get in contact with somebody, you had to get on something called Friends Reunited. Can you remember that?
I do remember Friends Reunited. That was like practically the very first social media thing.
Yeah. So, the only way we knew that somebody was a twat years ago is if you'd either met them. I'm holding my fingers up now, right? And I'm counting on my fingers. Right. The only way we knew is finger number one is if you'd met them in person and made a judgment that they were a twat.
Yeah.
Right? Finger number two, you found out they were a twat by proxy.
Yeah.
So somebody told you, so-and-so's a twat.
Yeah.
They were the only, or you heard somebody was a twat on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah? So they were the only sort of methods we had of finding out how many twats actually existed in the world. And when that was the case, your world was small. You didn't know that many twats were around.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah? Now you can just log into Facebook and it's a conveyor belt spitting out loads of twats.
Yeah.
So now we hold on a fucking minute. It's like this, we've just had this fucking epiphany. We haven't had this epiphany. These twats have always been there. Just now that we know that they are.
Yeah. The thing is with flat earthers, right? It's like, I just think the internet has created so many of them because, as you were saying before the internet, you literally had to meet somebody face to face to know whether they were tidy or not. But, now it's like the internet is almost like a gathering place for idiots.
Yeah, because back in the day, is if you were one of those gimps, I'll use the word gimp. Is that more soft than twat? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go with gimp.
Is twat making you bum puck out every time I say it?
No,
No,
not at
no.
all.
Oh,
Dai.
right,
I just
okay.
want to spend in front of my daddy, Dai.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Callum's my son
Oh,
before
yeah,
we
yeah,
started, didn't I? Dai, this is Callum, my son. Callum, Dai.
Hiya, how's it going up there, all right? Am I on the left or the right?
You're on
our right.
our right,
Yeah,
yeah.
on the right of the screen.
All right, so, okay, up to my right. Okay.
What was I saying now? Oh yeah. So like back in the day, like if you were one of those gimps, then no one, like there was no one around you to go, no, what you're saying is right. But now they've all got their little corners of the internet where people are telling them echo chambers. They're telling them, no. Everyone else is the weirdo. We are the chosen ones. We're right. So like those
So
rejects of like the town weirdo is now a social media influencer with 4 million subscribers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And they like, they basically like little Manson families, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like little Manson, like this Manson family here now, like thinks the earth is flat.
Yeah.
Yeah? This Manson family over here now has got 96 pronouns. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, like, what has happened is the internet has allowed loads of mental people to congregate in a mental room and go, let's all be mental together.
Yeah.
And now, because there's 96 of us with mental fucking voices, 96 mental voices are louder than one mental voice.
Yeah. That's what I mean, though, when I think the internet's got a lot to answer for, just specifically talking about flat earthers, because before the internet, they wouldn't have had anywhere to get the wrong information from, would they?
There was no way there was flat earth conventions before the internet.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. And as soon as people started making money by saying that the earth was flat, then other people are, oh, I can do, it's like if somebody saw a Dai Ling Ping video back in the day, and they might have thought, oh, I could probably do that as well. And that's kind of how it goes, isn't it? And the same applies with like flat earthers. It's, it's like you say, they've just all sort of gathered together in one place, and that place is the internet, and they just egging each other on all the time.
Yeah, but you know that the mad, like obviously I did a little bit of my research, right? Obviously I've got a little bit of an opinion about flat earth.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit that I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not as well versed as you are, right?
Yeah.
However, in preparation for today, what I did was drew a circle in Photoshop, right?
Right.
And this is the way that, like, sort of my understanding of how stupid people are, right? You draw a circle in Photoshop.
Right.
And you zoom it in to fuck, right? You zoom it in 500 times.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're going to tell me now, Dai.
And then stop at the top with the edge. And that edge is fucking flat.
Yeah.
But it's flat.
Yeah.
But when you zoom back out 500 times backwards, it's a fucking circle.
Yeah. Exactly. And I've used that exact example. I've even done the animation of it. Put like a little tiny stick figure on just a straight line. But then when you zoom out from that straight line, lo and behold, it's actually part of a gigantic ball.
Yeah. What's his name now? Fucking, that guy with the mustache talks about space and stuff.
Oh, and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's him, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, didn't he, like something to do with if you zoomed out because obviously we've got different levels of terrain.
Yeah.
And he looked at it under the
ball thing.
Yes, and it would just be like, it would appear perfectly smooth.
Yeah. He said it's something that would be smoother than any pool ball that's ever been machined or something like that, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It's the best one is though the Flat Earth Society, members from all around the globe.
See, do you know the funny thing is, Dai, right? You were from outside this niche, right? So but everything you've said so far is just a perfect description of what flat earthers are and what they believe. And the biggest issue they've got is the one you're explaining, whether you know you are or not, is they got no idea. They seem to have no idea of scale.
So what do they think? We live in on like Like just a big plate of food on a sofa
like a
or something.
magical space. Magical space
floating
pizza
tray.
is, yeah, a magical space pizza is the usual description we would use, but a lot of them think space is fake as well. See, they
Right,
don't even.
okay.
So it's like, okay, so the Earth is flat, space is fake. So where's that then? You know, even a flat Earth would have to be somewhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now, yours, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I have certain things that I think, oh, hold on a minute now, right? Why haven't we been back to the fucking moon?
Too dear.
I always ask this question because I'm probably the same as you. I'm not well versed on this stuff, but like the moon, there is so many things with the moon that make you go, that is very suspicious. But unfortunately, this big baldy by here has knocked any conspiratorial thinking out of my brain, and it's annoying.
Wait, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, right? And I'm gonna ask him in audio form.
So the comment I put on the screen, but now Brian knows everything there is to know about the moon landings, all the Apollo missions. He's a
now I'm a little skeptical about them, and I'll tell you now, right?
He's a proper proper expert.
Hello there. Sounds like you're weighing up a few things and maybe a bit skeptical about them, which is totally fair. Feel free to share what's on your mind and we can dive in.
Hang a bang a bing bong now. I've only just hit start. So have you been listening to me for the last half hour or?
No worries at all. No, I haven't been eavesdropping or listening in for the last half hour. I only hear you when you actually start talking to me.
Well, that's bullshit because I don't... No. Because you said what I was talking about before you even hit the fucking button. So what's going on?
Oh, I get it. It can definitely seem a bit weird sometimes, but I promise there's no mind reading happening here. I just picked up on the context from what you said after you hit start. So
right, okay.
It's all good. Just let me...
Right, hold on a minute now then. Right. So, how long would it take me to fly to the moon in a plane?
Ooh, that's a fun question. So, if you tried to fly to the moon in a normal plane, let's say a commercial jet, which goes roughly 500 miles an hour, it would take a very, very long time.
Yeah, look, tell me how long. Like, you can't say it'll take a very, very long time because that hasn't even answered my fucking question, is it?
Absolutely fair point. Let's get specific. So, if you're cruising at about 500 miles an hour and the moon's roughly 240,000 miles away, you'd be looking at something like 20 days of straight flying. So, yeah, a pretty absurdly long haul flight.
Okay, thanks for the answer. Bye, love you. Oh, wait there. Could you, I'm on the Creaky Blinder show, so could you tell Creaky what your name is?
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, hi to Creaky, and you can just let him know that he can call me Oozin. So there you go.
Call you what?
Happy to be part of the show.
Call you what?
Absolutely.
What's your name?
Oh, sure. You can just tell him I'm Susan. That's the name he picked for me, so we'll roll with that. So happy to say hi to Creaky anytime.
Susan. So,
Susan sounds very masculine.
20 years it would take you to fly to the moon. Now, my question is this, right?
Yeah.
Because when was the first moon landing?
1969.
Right, so, like, I think we've technologically advanced quite a fucking significant amount since then. So, why haven't we gone back since?
The biggest part of it is we've already been, and the cost.
They're working on going back now.
When you say we've already been, right, that's like saying, well, we've already been to Merthyr, right?
But that would be
and then you never need to go back.
Exactly.
And they were just a couple of lunatics in Merthyr. There's lunatics everywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it makes, like, they're spending all this money to go to Mars, right?
Yeah.
And look, these are just purely my thoughts, right? I know fuck all about space travel and shit like that. But, like, if they're going to spend all this money going to Mars...
Yeah.
Which is going to take a significant amount of money. Wouldn't it be like, well, it's not going to take as much to go to fucking the moon. Let's just go and have a little look. Maybe a little bit away from Moon Merthyr and see if there's anything else there.
But I think the Chinese and the Americans now are currently entering like a second space race because I think they want to put the first manned, like a Basically like a base on the moon, like Dr. Evil.
Yeah, they're on about
Oh.
building. Yeah,
So I think they are thinking about going back. That was always one thing with me with the moon was, well, why haven't we been back in 40 plus
Well,
years?
my father thinks that they went up and aliens told them, oi, fuck off and never come back. That's what my
Maybe it's
father
that then, I
thinks.
don't know.
Yeah, fuck off, never come back, yeah?
yeah. There's nothing new
Yeah,
anyway.
and that's why we haven't been back to the moon.
That's just as plausible as anything I've ever heard any conspiracy theorist say. So it wouldn't surprise me at all, Dai.
Fucking hell. Sure.
I know. But yeah, going back to the original question, no, I never worry about having people to make content about, because I think as long as the internet exists, then I should be pretty safe, as long as I can keep making the videos interesting enough that people want to watch them.
Well, it's like I said before we started, you've already made the magic, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? You've got what you need.
Yeah, it's
With
weird.
regards to your
Because I don't know what it was like for you, but I always, like, if you had any sort of milestones in your head, but I always thought that getting to 100K was going to be like literal party poppers and streamers where balloons would drop down from the ceiling and I'd suddenly be getting better brand deals and more ad revenue. But honestly, since I've hit 100K, if anything can go wrong, it's gone wrong since then.
In what sense, though?
Huh?
In what sense?
Just views are off, you know, and people just seem to be even more fickle about, like before, there's a flat earther called CC, and I always knew that if I made a video about CC, it would be a one of, did they even have like the 1 of 10 and the 5 of 10 back in the day on YouTube? You know, like
YouTube
the ranking
was-
system?
Well, yeah, they had the ranking system, and it would be like sort of, it would be gaming, and then you'd have the top 10 gamers of the week,
Right,
and then
I
you'd have,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
So,
like when you upload now, it tells you, 1 of 10, good job, everyone loves this video, you're an awesome creator. And then a 10 of 10, what it's basically saying is that was a load of shit and you needn't have bothered making it. It's that's how they rank it now.
it's all to do with algorithms, right?
Yeah,
And it's, the algorithm will either push or it won't. And, but
I
it's
think as well-
it's
Sorry,
very
go on.
it nuked as fuck out of you. Facebook do the same, TikTok do the same.
yeah,
Sometimes you hit, and then sometimes you're looking at a video and going, well, it hasn't scraped past. Do you know what I mean? Like some videos you might get 100,000
yeah,
in a couple of hours, and then
Yeah.
other videos you sit there and you go, well, I haven't even encroached over the 10,000 yet. What's the
yeah.
difference here? Is it the content?
Yeah.
And no, I don't think it is. It's the algorithm, and sometimes Facebook are the worst for it.
Yeah,
They will only push out your content to a very, very small percentage of your follower count.
yeah,
And the reason for that is they want you to pay for advertising
yeah,
to push the rest out.
yeah,
It's all very like clever,
yeah.
but that's the shit side of it. Is like you'll sit
Yeah.
on it and then you'll go, look, I've got a certain amount of followers.
Yeah,
Sometimes the viewership will surpass your follower count
yeah,
if it goes on that viral train, yeah?
yeah, yeah.
And then other times you'll go, well, hold on a fucking minute. The maths aren't working here.
Yeah,
I'm up into the 6 figures of followers,
yeah,
but this video isn't reflecting that, or this live
Yeah.
stream isn't reflecting that.
yeah, yeah.
And the reality behind it is the majority of your followers don't even know that it's out. It hasn't been
Yeah.
pushed.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they happen to be on YouTube and it just appears there.
Yeah, so like the people who will see it are the ones the majority of the time who are actively looking.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah, exactly.
where, do you know what I mean? Like you stick to a consistent schedule,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah,
which
like
is
Monday,
what's
Wednesday, and
important.
Friday, yeah,
So people know, right, that they don't even have to get alerts. They know that there's going to be content there.
yeah, yeah,
And that's where it's like we said before it started, which is something I've never had, right, is
yeah,
that consistency.
yeah, yeah,
I've come back so many times. Fucking hell, I'm still sitting on 90,000 now.
yeah,
I was on 90,000 followers. Fucking hell. 8 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been, certainly with YouTube's been the worst.
Yeah.
I've fucked off for 2 years, and then I've come back. I've done maybe one video, and I fucked off again.
Yeah.
So, like, what I never used to have was that consistency. It wouldn't be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It would just be like, oh, what am I doing today? Am I running around like a lunatic? And then it might be last minute, oh, I'll upload a video.
Yeah.
So I never had that consistency, and I still haven't got that consistency to this day.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the way my fucking brain is.
Yeah.
Just like I said before we started, I'll conquer something.
Yeah.
And then I don't get the same dopamine hit, and then I'm like, I'm bored now. I'm going to learn a new skill instead.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
You know what I mean? Which is like, well, what have I been doing lately?
Yeah.
I haven't been doing content. I've been writing back in books.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that them?
So-
You said before we went live, those 3 Keith books is behind you. That's you, is there?
So these 3 Keith books, I started writing Keith in 2012. And this is an example of inconsistency, right? This was an idea I'd come up with in 2012. And basically what it is you've got a group of 5 friends. One of them being Keith, yeah?
Yeah.
And then Keith ends up becoming a fucking zombie.
Right.
But instead of him killing Keith, because he's their mate, they're like, well, we're not killing him. He's a fucking mate, like.
Yeah.
So they keep him around as like an emotional fucking support zombie. And they find out that when Keith is with them, like, other zombies don't detect him.
Right.
So there's an whole thing. Have you ever seen The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Can you remember when Michonne first came in?
Yeah.
She walked in
had
with the zombies on chains.
zombie on a chain. Yeah.
So the what they did with Keith was, instead of chopping his fucking arms off and pulling his teeth out, they put boxing gloves on him so he couldn't scram them, a boxing gum shield and an head guard so he couldn't scram or bite them, right? And then a pink dog lead then to walk him round. So that's basically, and then they basically go and live on top of B&Q in Swansea as they base. I'll send you the book later, Cal.
That's amazing, yeah.
It's not B&Q in the Morver, is it?
It is, yeah. So, like,
I was in there today.
Right, so I was in there last week, and I was in there with my missus, and I was like, fuck, this feels strange. She's like, what are you on about? I went, I've lived on top of you for the last 6 weeks. Because, like, so basically my thing was, and the reason I came up with this is I was on Blog TV years ago.
Yeah.
Now, Twitch didn't exist then. It was fucking Blog TV, right? No, sorry, it was Justin TV. Yeah?
Oh, I remember that.
So the subject came round of going, what would you do if you were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse? And I was like, well, I'm going to live on top of B&Q. And they were like, why are you going to fucking B&Q? And I was like, well, look at it like this. Now, the Morva, right? You've got B&Q, right?
Yeah.
You've got endless amounts of, like, weapons that you can craft with the tools.
Yeah.
You've got showers, baths, toilets, summer houses. But we're not going to live in B&Q because that's too risky, because if the zombies get through, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to
and
move
then they
up
go
onto...
weapons.
Yeah, and we're going to move up onto the roof of B&Q. Yeah. And then we're going to use the summer houses and all the building materials to build a fucking fort on the top. Right? And here's the next part then. It's like, what's next to B&Q? Go on, Creek, what's next to B&Q?
Curry's PC World.
Carrie's PC World.
I see where you go in, Dai.
Xboxes, TVs, fucking drones, everything. What's next to PC World, Creek?
Marks and Spencer's.
Marks and Spencer's, a little bit of food, a little bit of clothing.
Chanel as well.
Overpriced fucking egg salads, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Then you've got next.
Yeah?
For bedding and stuff like that, and just like random shite. Yeah, fucking right. Next down from there, then we got fucking Sports Direct.
That's it.
Golf clubs, big massive mugs. You can use the Sports Direct mug as a fucking weapon, can you?
Yeah.
So you've got all these shops. You've got the Pound Shop, Argos. You've got Shoe Express on the end. You've got Boots for medication, and then round the corner you've got fucking Morrison's for all your food.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was like my idea of how I'd survive in a zombie apocalypse.
It makes sense actually, and I'm not gonna. I'd probably watch that if it was on Sky.
Yeah. So the books, I put the idea I obviously put that into the books.
Yeah.
And I wrote the 3 books in 6 weeks.
Jesus.
So that was like literally like 18 plus hours a day sitting in front and just typing, which is the good thing, right? So like this does tie into my inconsistencies with regards to like YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I've got quite like, I haven't got this new ADHD now that every fucker's got, right? Oh, I'm getting overstimulated. Oh, shut up, you fucking twat. You haven't got ADHD, you're just a fucking prick. I've got quite significant ADHD, right? So like I'm either like dopamine fucking addicted and hyperfixated on something, or I'm burnt out and laying in a room eating diazepam, right?
Yeah.
But when I do hyperfixate, I'm not driven, I'm not disciplined, I'm not motivated, I'm like totally obsessed and consumed with that one particular subject.
Yeah.
So that's how I managed to get through writing 3 books in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that is bloody quick. Do you think though that the ADHD is and the hyperfixation is like your superpower? Because I know for anybody watching this now, this will mean nothing, but Dai is fair to say you're a bodybuilder, Dai?
I don't compete, but I do like to lift.
You're a big lad, you know. I've seen the pictures, you know, and I not don't be disgusting. He's got muscles on muscles, but you think that you've been able to achieve the physique you've got in part because of the hyperfixation of the ADHD?
Oh yeah, this is like so. Like I've started writing another book, which isn't comedy and fiction. It's called ADHD.
Right.
And it's not a self-help book. It's just basically, some people might find some help out of it, yeah?
Yeah.
But some people might read it and then go, well, look, this is just basically him sprawling out his head contents on the pages. And I do touch on that.
Yeah. Now, funny, I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask, does writing for you feel like you're kind of unloading your brain?
Writing is probably one of the best things that I've found for my ADHD.
Yeah.
Even more than creating videos.
Yeah.
Even more than doing live streams, because that gives me like quick access to spill my thoughts out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like when it comes to then of being able to achieve, this is why it is a fucking superpower, right?
Yeah.
I can go from I forget that I've put the oven on, right?
Yeah.
I forget that I've got the bath running, and then there's fucking water dripping through the fucking like ceiling roses downstairs.
Yeah.
My working memory, which is like doing day-to-day tasks, is shit.
Yeah.
But you give me a task like writing a book or doing a particular. Let's look at training.
Yeah.
I can achieve in 12 weeks what it would probably take people a year to achieve.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing then, is it?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. See, that's why I was saying, is it like your superpower?
Yeah, but then that's there's always a slippery slope of that, see?
Yeah.
Because what you've got is hyperfixation and then productivity that comes with it, yeah?
Yeah.
But then there's the slippery slope that productivity starts to sort of encroach into dysfunction.
Yeah.
So like you think, right? As an example, I did a 12-week cut.
Yeah.
And what I achieved in 12 weeks was fucking amazing. But people don't see the other side of that then, where it's like walking for 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Until the underside of my feet are just pure blisters.
Yeah.
And then even in spite of that, still going, well, I'm not fucking stopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still doing it. And I'm still measuring the food to the gram. No deviation. My bedtime is 9 o'clock. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And that's then, 7 days a week.
Yeah, and yeah, so like at what point does that then become dysfunction? It becomes dysfunction where you can't function in any other aspect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're burnt out. Do you know what I mean? You're burnt out physically, you're burnt out mentally. And then
Yeah.
you know then, so like you've got that level of superpower, but you know that that's not going to last because you know that the crash is going to follow it pretty fucking swiftly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm fine with that. I'm willing to put up with that
Yeah.
because I know that after that sort of like crash, I'm full
Yeah.
steam ahead again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
I know
willing
it.
to put up with the shit periods as much as the
Yeah.
shit periods are horrendous.
Yeah.
And like when you're in the middle of them, it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to get out of this.
Yeah.
The anxiety, the panic attacks,
Yeah.
the fucking hypochondria.
Yeah.
That's the way it manifests for me. So like if I take that crash, I don't have an headache. I've got a fucking brain tumor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got an ulcer on my tongue. I've got stage 4 fucking mouth cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I laugh at it after the fact, but like when you're in the middle of it, there's no
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah. Because I suppose you're hyperfixating on that then.
Yeah, so like you look at it and go like from an emotional perspective,
Yeah.
everything is heightened both ways.
Yeah.
So you're either in the fucking like in the pit, or you're flying off your tits.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting, aspect, really. Like, but I worked in mental health for 20 years
Yeah.
before I
Yeah,
started
actually,
doing
yeah.
the personal training. Yeah, so like, I've got probably this sounds fucking weird when you say this, but like too much insight. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. I know what
Too
you mean.
much
You've
knowledge.
seen it from both sides.
Yeah, but then what it becomes is like you become this analytical beast then, and
Yeah.
then it becomes that double-edged fucking sword.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be, if anybody ever says, would you be without it? If I wanted to have a normal fucking brain, whatever that is, I'd say no.
Yeah, but that's the thing. What is a normal brain? I don't think I got a normal brain. I don't think Callum has either. None people. Yeah, it's.
I don't know. I think obviously everyone has their issues, but I think there is a big difference between, you know, like what you perceive maybe as not a normal brain and like actual dysfunction. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
you, Dai. I'm talking to Creaky.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know, I
Yeah.
know what I mean. But you know, just the way it sort of like Dai, you were saying, you've seen pictures as well. You know, that sort of.
I actually don't know if I have.
That sort of level of physique isn't something that comes just because you. Yeah, I go to the gym, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. That's.
Well, I'll send you my most recent. No, how do I send? Where can I send this to, Carl?
Where's the best place to send it to?
What, to show on stream day or just
You
for
can,
our.
yeah, if you want to.
But if you want to, do you want to just WhatsApp it to
Yeah.
Creaky and then I'll be able to get it then off the computer?
Let's have a look.
I'll see if I can.
This is my felt cute selfie when I was in Turkey.
Getting a new set of teeth, is it? Or new airline?
No. Well, I did when I went over there. Right, my brother-in-law, he's had turkey teeth.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, I got to go and have a fucking checkup. Do you want to come with me for a fucking spin in the taxi?" He's like, "Yeah, right." The fucking wangers wanted $9,000. Yeah, right. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all of your fucking teeth out. I'm like, what? Yeah, and then we're gonna put like a full row of fucking teeth on the top and a full row of teeth on the bottom. $9,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can fuck right off.
Bloody hell.
I thought people
Where
went
is
to
it?
Turkey because it was cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
$9,000.
That's all implants, that is.
Ah, like so they
Like a-
permanent.
Yeah, they pretty
Sorry,
much
that's
permanent
springs,
fucking
isn't
false
it?
teeth.
Huh?
Permanent fucking false teeth drilled into your head.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be
Fucking
happy
hell.
with that. I got a denture, but it's only a partial one. I'll just stick with that. It's fine for me.
Do you know the amount? Like I've got a single one, right?
Yeah,
And I lose it every time.
yeah,
I've lost every one that they've made me.
Yeah, they
The
like
last one they made me was a silver one. And
Yeah,
I got on my missus was like, "Ah, you don't wear it. You look like a fucking twat."
I got cheers, Day. I got 2 of them.
No, she's like, "You look like Snoop Dogg." Yeah, I've
It's,
sent it, Craig.
You are.
I've sent you the picture.
Oh, you have sent it, have you?
Yeah.
It'll be on mine.
Oh, right, yeah.
That isn't the biggest I've been, though. That's probably... But 12 weeks prior to that, I was fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is what you consider fat the same as I would consider?
I don't know. What would you consider?
Well, me. You know, there's a reason everybody only ever sees me from the solar plexus up. That's because the rest of me's gone south for the winter.
Well, you were doing well when
I know. Do you know the funny thing is, I'm still down to a 32 waist for some strange reason, but I can't seem to. Is it that, Carl?
I can't pull it up onto anything because it's
no. You can't share it without showing.
No, just get your phone up and just put it against the camera.
Yeah, hang on a sec. That's a good idea. I don't know why we didn't think of that.
Yeah, I know, that would have been
instead of trying to be all. Yeah, funny enough, that's the picture I was talking about. Day. So camera is there for anyone interested now. That's what Dai looks like.
Cute, might delete later.
Yeah. So
yeah, but it's like you were saying, you don't get into that shit passively, do you? That's you like you said, you were going hell for leather for weeks on end, 12 weeks, or whatever you said.
Don't get me wrong, you can get into that shit, like, but it would take you time.
Yeah.
It's all on gradients, right? If you were willing to go balls to the wall and go for the next 12 weeks, I'm not going to have anything nice. I'm not going to deviate from my plan. I'm not having any sweets. I'm eating exactly what I've got planned. I'm going to train as many days as I fucking need to with enough rest periods. And I'm going to train well. The things you can achieve in 12 weeks will shock you. And this applies to anybody.
Yeah.
But it all does boil down to, like, anything we do we've got to have goal-orientated aspects in place, right?
Yeah.
Because if you haven't got a goal and it's defined, then you don't know if you're working towards it, and there's no sense of urgency behind it.
Yeah.
The perfect thing, really, and this might sound like really shallow, is like if you've got an holiday coming up and you go, right, I know I've got 12 weeks to an holiday.
Yeah.
And you go, right, well, if I want what I say I want, I've got to be willing to make the sacrifices that are required to get those fucking results.
Yeah.
And if you genuinely want it, you'll move.
Yeah.
And you'll get results.
Yeah.
In that short space of time.
Yeah.
But like I say, do you know what I mean? If you take it over a longer period of time, over 2 years, you'll achieve it in 2 years. It's just, you won't have to be as brutal on yourself.
Yeah. But you find then you were brutal on yourself all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't be this type of person that will coast.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, well, fucking hell. I did my sports therapy course years and years ago now, right?
Yeah.
And the course was a 12-month course. And the course started in September. And I'm not saying this as in, like, it's a brag. It's not a fucking brag, because it is dysfunctional as well.
Yeah.
The course had started in September. The first week of October, I handed all of my coursework in.
Jesus.
All of it, for the full course. Now, when I'd handed it in, the tutor said, well, we haven't done 11 of these modules.
Yeah.
10 of these modules. And I'm like, oh, I've done them.
Yeah.
Because my brain didn't want to work at the slow pace that the course was setting out. My brain wanted to just fucking smash it.
Yeah.
Because until I smashed it, then, like, what my brain does is, look, I've got to achieve this thing before I can move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to get bored and I'm not going to complete that thing.
Yeah.
So it's probably a subconscious thing that I'm aware that, like, the minute that dopamine hit's gone, that's it. I'm not even fucking there.
That's where
So
the interest ends then.
yeah, so and I want to consume as much as I can because I'm getting those constant dopamine hits. So I'm just like, fuck it. Just to smash anything out that I do that I like.
Yeah.
If it's something I don't like, I'm not even going to start it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't even start. The problem is that in the dysfunction then is my missus will come in and talk to me in the room and she'll be like, she said, I'll talk to you, but it's like you're not even there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're on autopilot and you just like sort of like, fuck, I suppose, just empty behind the eyes.
Yeah, I know what
just
you mean.
On autopilot, responding to it on autopilot, but like, I'm not even absorbing. It's like sometimes she'd say, you're fucking so ignorant. And I'm like, it's not ignorance. It's not even on my radar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that sounds like really rude, and it's not being rude either. It's like, you imagine not being able to focus on that one thing because there's hundreds of other things going on. You haven't even got the clarity to be able to push those other things aside to be able to focus on that one.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
And when I talk about it like this, it makes it sound as if it's a real bad crutch.
Yeah.
But it's not. There's good and bad. Do you know what I mean? There are good and... But it does let you achieve things in record fucking timing.
Yeah, because, you know, it's like with me, you know, but I get people saying all the time that, oh, have I ever been checked for ADHD? And it's like, well, why would I even need to? I'm 52. Like, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But, you know, the people who say, oh, it looks like you are, how they can tell from watching a video, I got no idea. But it's things like last Sunday when we were live, I interrupted myself, Dai. Who interrupts themselves?
Oh, I can't
all the let
time.
Somebody finish the sentence before I start answering.
Well, I'm not diagnosing you, right? But that is a trait.
It could well, but you know, I can distract myself so easily. You know, I can be verbalizing a sentence like this, and my mind goes, "You're done with that now. We want to talk about that thing that's just appeared on the monitor you caught out of the corner of your eye," and it's embarrassing sometimes because I literally interrupted myself last week.
Oh, it's fucking. I do that.
I'm not the only one then.
Tell Rob Oil to shut his fucking mouth.
Who's that?
Shut up, Rob. Shut up, Rob. Fucking shut up, Rob. There we are. Look, this room was invented just for Rob. Just for Rob's comfort of his brain. Fucking shut up.
But yeah, it's like I say, you know, because I'm guessing then nothing distracts you. So if you're in that headspace, in that zone, that this thing I'm doing now is all I care about, all I can think about, all I can focus on, so nothing distracts you.
My house could be on fire.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't move until my actual toes were melting.
Yeah.
So you literally, you're very literal with your hyperfixations. That is your life for the foreseeable future. The second that dopamine of like, oh, I've got something, you are till the wheels fall off. Like,
oh, me?
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what you're like. Is
I was playing with my vape then. Got so again.
But yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Is so like you can't go. You don't do moderation. Essentially, it's all or nothing.
No, it's all or nothing. It's like a car that you're either running at 150 miles an hour, or not at all. Do you know what I mean? You're running at 150 miles an hour, and then the engine blows up, and then it's got to go back into the garage, and they're like, "Oh, look, you've driven this fucking crazy, like." You need to really start looking after the vehicle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, right, yeah, kiss the keys.
Yeah.
I get in, and instead of me driving normal, I'm just like, what? Fucking foot straight on the accelerator, 150 miles an hour again.
Yeah. Until it
so
breaks again.
Until it just breaks again, and it's just that rinse and repeat cycle.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So you know, like we were saying earlier on about like the early days of YouTube, you were still chasing numbers then, though, I guess.
Say it
Or
again.
were you chasing numbers? Like, like...
What, with
you know,
YouTube?
yeah.
No, I never intended for it. Let me, wait.
Hi there. No, it was one of those things that I'd started doing videos, never had any intention of really making a career out of it.
Yeah.
It was just like one of those things just to occupy me. Do you know what I mean? It was just like just a bit of fun. And then like very, very quickly, Rob's leaving. Oh, fuck. And guess what Rob's just done?
What?
Rob's just announced that he's going.
This
Fuck
isn't
off,
the first
Rob.
time Rob's done that, don't worry.
Get a fucking ticket to fucking somewhere else, you prick. What was I saying?
Shit, I can't remember.
Fucking
about the early days of YouTube, and you weren't like too sort of focused on it. It was just something you were doing to kind of occupy your mind.
Yeah, it was just there was never any intention of. I never had any sort of milestone in mind.
Yeah. Because I think that's like something I know I do, and I shouldn't. Because like everybody in ever watched one of my videos, they probably got sick of me saying, this is going to be the year we hit 100K. I felt like I was saying it for like 4 years, but even now, after passing that, now my brain is already, looking at 250K next, and how am I going to get there, and how quickly can I get there? As if it's going to be another magical thing that's going to happen just to have it not happening.
Yeah, do you think that's like the slippery slope behind it, though?
I don't know. It's
there's an element of like I see both, yeah, and it's like having, like I say, that goal aspect.
Yeah.
Because we need that clarity of, look, what do I want to achieve? It's like, what SMART goals are.
Yeah.
If you just make a goal and it's vague, then you're like...
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I'll have people coming to me and I'll go, right, what's your goal? And they'll say, oh, I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go, right, well, so what is it? Like next week, you've lost a pound. So I tell you, done then and fuck off. Like,
yeah.
You've got to be like really specific about what you want.
Yeah.
Because that gives you more clarity, and then put a time scale on it.
Yeah.
And if you think sort of like, this is the way I work it out, yeah? And I'll try to sort of transition it from being training focused into YouTube, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
There'll be, somebody will say, right, I want to lose like 6 stone of body fat. And I'll say, right, out, what's your time scale? I want to lose it in the next fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
Then you go into like, well, this is the thing for a SMART goal, it's an acronym, yeah? So like, how are you going to measure that? Yeah?
Yeah.
And is it attainable, and is that a realistic goal?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not, is it? Unless you're going to have a fucking half your body cut away, 6 stone in that period of time is totally unrealistic.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, right, let's just switch it up then. Is 12 months achievable?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fuck, now it's an achievable goal. Right, fine, we've defined now, within the next 12 months' time, that is a totally realistic goal for you to achieve if you put the work in for you to achieve that thing.
Yeah.
So when you've got that blueprint set down, it gives you so much more clarity with regards to what steps you now need to take place to achieve those things,
because you've got a framework in place then, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know what you're trying to achieve and when you want to achieve it by, so you've got a very specific thing that you're going after then, haven't you?
But that's why SMART goals work so well.
Yeah.
It's and if I do set goals, the majority of the time they will be based on SMART goals, but they'll be compressed. Yeah. For me to achieve something in 12 weeks with that hyper focus, is that realistic? Is it achievable? Well, yeah, it is achievable.
Yeah.
And it is realistic for me to achieve that based on the level of focus I'll put on it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
So, yeah, just define that, and then you know where to go in then.
Yeah. And I think certainly for me, I've got a sort of, I'm not saying I got like, dead specific things, but like at the moment, my focus around YouTube is getting to 250K.
But is that not vague?
Yeah, well, so what are you currently at?
106K.
Right, so like, when do you want to get to 250K?
See, this is why I haven't sort of spoken about it in videos or anything, because it's like with 100K, I was on, say, I got, I don't know, 50K, we'll say, in 2022. And it was like, right, well, I've gone from like, 15,000 to 50K in a year. So I should be able to double that in another year. So it was like, right, by the end of 2023, we're gonna be celebrating 100K, and 24 came and went, and then 25 came, and it was on the 11th of January I hit the 100K, and it was the most anticlimactic thing that's happened to me since I've been on YouTube. But my brain is still trying to tell me that, yeah, okay, maybe 100K was a bit shit, but you wait till you get to 250K.
Well, so basically, what are you doing is you're going from 100K to 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, now if that was somebody in the gym with me and going, right, look, I want to put 6 stone on of muscle.
Yeah.
The first thing I'd be saying to them is, right, concentrate on putting 6 pounds of quality muscle on.
Yeah.
Over the next period of time.
Yeah.
Then, when you hit that, then move forward, yeah?
Yeah.
I think, like, I'm not saying, like, don't aim for the fucking stars. That is,
no,
like,
I know what you mean.
Your overarching big goal.
Yeah.
But break it down into smaller goals, and then you're going to feel the accomplishment more frequently.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And feeling that accomplishment more frequently, then will give you that continued spark.
Yeah, because the thing is, in terms of, when you get a prize off YouTube, it's 100K, then $1 million in it. So it's a massive jump.
Yeah.
It's enormous, so I think the 250K thing is just, because I find, and I was going to ask you this earlier, but I forgot, that I've got my own self-imposed sort of achievement layers, if you like. So like I publish a video at half 7 on a Friday night, and because of the historical behavior of my channel, I've come to expect, and it's a terrible word to use, expect, because it makes you sound entitled, but it's like historically speaking, after, the first sort of 3 hours, I will have got around 10K views. Well, some of the videos now will get like 3K in that time.
Yeah.
But I
think it's just rough with the smooth, because it is a very, it can be very demeaning, and you don't hit something, for example.
Yeah.
And then it'll drag your mood down.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you got a 10 of 10, it's like YouTube was literally saying that video was absolutely shit and nobody's going to watch it, and we'll make sure of it. And I've never been one of these people, or poor me, YouTube's picking on me, but the algorithm definitely, I'm not saying it has favorites, but it definitely seems to find the same creators' content appealing enough to push it onto, people's home pages and that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean, Dai?
Yeah. I think there's so many. What do you call us? Just posted a really good comment now. Tony, setting goals like that isn't always the best way. Having the goal of getting content out on time is a better goal.
Yeah.
I do agree with that, Tone, but that doesn't mean that having that goal in place can't still exist. That is one of the fundamental aspects, like getting the content out on time, is one of the building blocks, then, shall we say, that encompasses and builds up that goal. So you define, this is my goal, and these are the things I need to do to get to that goal. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Like with me, I've always published videos for the first 3 years when I was doing 2 videos a week, because I still had the sign shop, I still had the vape shop and everything. So I was doing it in between other stuff. But I still did 2 video every Tuesday at 7:30, every Thursday at 7:30, and I didn't miss a week.
Yeah.
And then once I started doing it a bit more full on, then I went to 3 a week. But I'd be making a video on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, consistently for the last 4 years at least. There've been gaps like when I've been away on holiday, or if I've just needed a break in general. Because what I find is sometimes I'll come in, like my most recent break, I took a week off. I had no intention of taking a break. I just came in here one day and went, not this week. Nope.
Yeah.
And that was it. I just took a week off because my brain told me just have a chill out for a week, ignore.
Yeah. I think sometimes if that's what your brain tells you need, then that's what you need.
Yeah.
Fuck, here's me now trying to fucking preach to the converted already. And yeah, look, of course, these are the things you should do.
Yeah.
They're not the things I do. Everything that I tell people to do goes out the fucking window when it comes to putting that into practice myself.
Yeah.
Like, do you create all your content on individual days?
Yeah, so Monday's video, my upload and the making of the video and the upload. So tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I'll come out here. I'll look for a video. I actually have one already ready for tomorrow, but generally I'll come out, I'll look for a video, find one. I'll watch about the first minute, sometimes 2 minutes, just to see if I can get the feel for what the video is going to be like, and if I can think of any smart-ass comebacks while I'm watching it. And if I do, then I just download it, chuck it in the edit, and I chop it up as I go along. So the reactions in my video are as close to being real live reactions as I can possibly get, because I genuinely, in 99.9% of the case, the case with making videos, I genuinely, what I said to react to it was what my automatic reaction was when I heard them say it.
What about, you might have already tried this, right? But like, I tried it for a period of time and it worked.
Yeah.
What I used to do was set the Sunday aside, and then I'd create a week's worth of content.
Yeah.
And then I'd put it on time to publish then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what that would give me, if I chose to, would give me a lot more time through the week.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do a live stream, for example, or I wanted to spend a bit of time on Discord with the community.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I wouldn't feel as if like, I'd only feel as if I'm chasing the content on that one isolated day.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Instead of separate days and then going, fucking hell, I got to sit down again and find something again.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's literally like I come in here, I make a video, I publish it, I go and sit in the living room watching TV, either chuffed because the video is doing well or having a complete meltdown because it's doing shit. And then the next day then I'm back to looking for videos again, ready for Wednesday, and then the cycle starts again. And I think it's an easy trap to fall into with YouTube. It's like a carrot on a stick, in it, and the carrot's never quite where you need it to be. It's always just out of your reach.
I think the thing with it is, as well, is like the minute it becomes a job, is like you'll find that you'll wake up in the morning and you check in your phone all the time. Do you know what I mean? You're governed by, I've got to check all my feeds.
Yeah,
and like for me, that was like fucking hell. It took the fun away from it. For me,
it's exhausting because it is. I'll be the first one to publicly confess. The last thing I look at on my phone before I go to sleep in the night is my subscriber number on the YouTube Studio app, and the first thing I do, usually within 30 seconds of waking, is open the YouTube Studio app and see how many subscribers I've gained or lost overnight.
But not a lot of people see this side of YouTube creating, do they?
This is the thing. See?
I've said to you a few times that like I'll use "Dumb as a Turd" as a funny example, right? That the rap song that played at the beginning when we made that video in I want to say it was September 2023.
Yeah, it
when we
was.
made that video, it was a 10 of 10. Didn't perform well.
Yeah.
But I guarantee. So you thought that was kind of a disaster of a video, but then everyone who watched it won't even have thought twice about how many views that video had.
Yeah.
They will have just watched it and enjoyed it.
Yeah. But this is what I mean about self-imposed metrics. I think a lot of the issues I have with knowing how to feel about YouTube is because I'm putting these metrics in place and they're not even real metrics. There's nothing on YouTube or anywhere on the internet that says you must get 10,000 views in the first 3 hours.
Yeah, no.
But you know what I mean?
No, they are pressures you put on yourself. Not pressures. They could be pressures.
Yeah.
But they're also a set of guidelines that you're putting on yourself. Now, like, you've got to weigh up if putting those guidelines in place are more detrimental to your mindset than good.
Yeah.
The majority of the time with me, it was just like, fuck, I'm putting so much pressure on myself. And I'm caring more about fucking hell. So at one point, I was doing live streams to thousands of people.
Yeah.
But what I very, very quickly pulled myself back from it because what I found I was losing doing that was the interaction with people in the chats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When there were lower numbers, for me, that was more interactive, more wholesome because nobody's message was getting missed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's message was getting answered. But then when there's thousands of messages coming through.
Yeah, it's difficult to do that.
Yeah, and even like your long-standing followers, like they know that it's not your fault.
Yeah.
But even they must feel, well, fucking hell, I've been here from day one and now I'm getting swallowed up in amongst thousands of other messages.
Yeah, well, there's nothing unusual for me to literally go through and heart every single comment on a video that's got like 1,200 comments on it. And if I don't do them all, I feel guilty then that I only give it to some people, not to everybody.
Yeah. But can you imagine then that gets the next? So you think about it, I guess, now then, like that's 1,200 comments now. You imagine what that becomes then when it goes up to 250,000 followers.
Yeah.
What that becomes when it's 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Then we going into the realms then of like it's not viable to interact with everybody.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have enough hours in the fucking day. And it's like you look at the likes of Angry Ginge, yeah? I'll use him as an example because Ginge, for example, sits on about 16,000 viewers on Twitch.
When he's live.
Stream,
Yeah.
Now, he can't interact with anybody. He might get one occasional message that he sees.
Yeah.
And he misses everything else. Now, some of these people have... Yeah, go on.
Sorry, Dad. It's like when you see PewDiePie go live, because he still does from time to time, the chat is going so bloody fast. I think a bloody computer would struggle to read it. So he's not seeing any of the messages.
Anything.
Yeah.
So that's an element of like... Especially if you community focused, that when it does start getting things, it's just like, fucking hell, I really miss that. And I always stand by, I'd much rather have 30 good quality, loyal, long-standing followers than thousands of people that I can't speak to.
Yeah, I know what you mean,
But it's really strange because it's like, so what are you saying then? Is you'd rather less? Which is a direct contradiction to really wanting to grow as a content creator, isn't it?
Exactly. But this is what I mean. It's like, you know, because now, like right now, my first job every morning, as soon as I get in this room, I spend an hour in the comments of my latest video answering comments, you know, and that's like 7 days a week I do that every single day. You know, an hour every morning, usually anywhere, but, you know, up at 7, 8 o'clock, you know, do all that before I even think about starting work for the day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel I owe it to the people who watch me to, you know, at the very least, heart their comment and acknowledge that.
Well, I mean, like that gratitude for followers, and this is something that always used to piss me off with you'd have content creators who would very, very quickly forget where they came from.
Yeah.
And it would be, how can somebody be so blind to the fact that they only got put where they got put? Yeah, of course, the content was what put them there.
Yeah.
But what keeps people there? Do you know what I mean? You could have the best content in the world, but if people don't sit down and watch it and come back, it's like a fucking tree falling in the woods. Nobody knows it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's why, like, that community aspect. And I've said this loads of times, like, obviously, like, as I've touched on a few times, I've fucked off from doing content creation so many times.
Yeah.
And it's always been the thing that I've missed. That's the thing that's brought me back. And it does sound cliche, and it does sound fucking namby-pamby, and like one of those things to say, but it's the community that I've always missed.
Yeah, and I think that's why I struggle to not be as active as I am in the comments under my videos, because, you know, it's like you say, you've got to be making content of a sufficient standard for people to want to watch it, you know, time after time. But without anybody, it doesn't matter how good your content is if nobody is watching it. So really, it's the community or the viewers or fans or some. I can't even bring myself to call them fans, the people who watch me.
Yeah, that's just, like, I've always been like that, because it sounds very fucking just
knobby,
arrogant, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
so
my fans. No, I haven't got any fans. I've got people who like to watch my videos, and I'm grateful that some people do. But you know, if some people are comfortable with saying fans, that's fine. Say whatever you like. But I've never, because to me, it's like you said, it's a bit of a knobby, or look how important I am. I've got fans.
It's like, obviously, like, we've all got our long-standing individuals who've been there potentially from day one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I've got people now who I speak to on a daily basis.
Yeah.
In spite of me not doing content, they've become friends. Do you know what I mean? And like, the like, I will take time out to make sure I check in.
Yeah.
And always show that appreciation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like these ones who forget, who put them where they are.
Yeah.
And then get this new air of arrogance. And it's like, hold on a minute, you fucking prick.
Yeah.
You've crawled so far up your ass, you can smell the back of your own teeth. Like, fucking rein it in.
And I like you say, it's a bit of a cliche and everything, but I genuinely stand by when I say I am really grateful to everybody that watches me, because if nobody watched me, I wouldn't be here now, would I? I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be chatting to you, and Callum wouldn't be in here, and, you know, there'd be nobody in the side chat. And, you know, so without people watching you, it don't matter how good your videos are. If nobody's watching them, you're nobody.
I won't say names, right?
Why do you think that it is then, Cal? Why do you? Because, like, your dad started this long before you got into it, right?
Yeah.
So you've probably seen it from both sides. Being a viewer.
Yeah.
Because I've never really had a lot of experience of being a viewer on people's contents. I've always been the creator. And your father's probably the same. But you've come into it. Go on.
It's weird for me, because I was like, the reason I've sort of fallen into this is because I've always been a fan of YouTube. So I kind of, I'm interested in how the sausage is made with everything, but like, especially YouTube. It just became my, just like my main entertainment source. So then when he started doing these commentary style videos, a lot of, in the early days, like, not to blow smoke up my ass, but I've kind of been around since the beginning passively, because we've always, you know, because he knows I'm a viewer first and foremost, it's always been, do you think I should say this? Or is this a bit thingy? Or do you think that is a good idea? And sometimes I'll go, nah, people don't talk about that stuff anymore, and this and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird for me, because I have, you know, I've seen it both sides, and I've, you know, this might be a bit of a tangent, but we went to like a YouTube event not too long ago. We went to the McLaren Centre, and it was like an invite-only thing. And I as like a fan of YouTube, like I said to you before we started, like for my age group, Dai Ling Ping is like, YouTube royalty. So it was, I've seen it from both sides, and I've completely lost my train of thought now. The fuck, what was I saying?
About content creation in general and seeing it from...
Yeah. Nah, it's gone now. I completely lost where I was going.
So like obviously we've got our own individuals who I suppose you'd watch, yeah?
Yeah.
And then like we've got that trajectory of that person potentially going very, very large and growing very quickly, and then crawling up their arse then, shall we say, yeah?
Well,
and then getting this air of arrogance, and you go, well, hold on a minute, that's not the person I fucking followed for.
Yeah. I'm not saying I was ever a fan of this guy, but he's prolific in the Welsh scene. He probably bloody sent a spear through the letterbox even for mentioning his name, but Ben Phillips.
Oh, fucking hell, don't get me started on him.
Yeah, he is the biggest knobhead ever.
Sorry, bro. Oh, fuck off, Ben.
Yeah, he started on Vine doing videos with his stepson, and just somehow built a whole career. But he modeled himself off these like Jake Pauls and he just became the most insufferable thing ever. I went from being like, oh yeah, go on, this boy from, I don't know where Ben's from, but like, oh yeah, it's a Welsh guy, to who the hell does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
He was we met him, didn't we, in Bridgend that time?
Yeah, but
when you were helping me on a sign job.
It was early days of his. Like, I think he was sort of still on Vine at that point, and I remember the entire day being like, I recognize that guy from somewhere.
Yeah,
he worked in a foot clinic at the time.
But he wasn't big enough that you'd see him and go, oh, that's
no, I knew his face.
But you sort of, why do I recognize that guy? He was there on YouTube at the time.
Do you know what irked me with that content?
He was an arrogant dick.
Yeah, he was on us like a fly on shit, trying to get us to recognize him, basically.
Yeah.
But what irked me with his content is I'm not disputing, he came up with some really funny sketches.
Yeah.
And I think if he'd have sort of formulated them in a way that they were like, these are just blatant sketches, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had so much of a problem with it, but he tried to sort of like portray that they were real.
Yeah.
And the acting was shit.
He kind of, it was very similar acting to old Morgs videos.
Yeah.
It's that.
Not fucking, let me start on it either. Not so much him, it was his mother. Morgan! It's like, fuck off, Morg's mum.
See, I know I'm not.
My youngest will be watching it.
I know I'm not his target demographic, but I can't watch content like that. I've suffered awfully with like secondhand cringe, and I just can't.
But Tom's just hit the nail on the head now. The clickbait in that is 50% of people going, this isn't real.
Yeah.
So like, why they do it's rage bait, isn't it?
Yeah, so like rage watching, like when flat earthers have clearly watched and commented on one of my videos, they just rage watching.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, innit? But
I remember, since we were just talking about Morgs, I remember watching him on a podcast one time, because believe it or not, as like an actual person, he seems relatively grounded. Like he knew what he was doing, and he said he would do this thing where he would do a countdown, so he'd go, we'll be starting in 5, and he would do the his fingers, he would count down wrong on his fingers on purpose, because he was like, because I know that's going to attract 500 comments saying, oh, you can't even count down from 5.
Yeah.
It does. It is kind of that. Nothing.
It's all clever. It is fucking clever, right? And like, I mean, if you can find the magic mixture that doesn't result in people like you becoming that cliche and people fucking hating you for it. It's that fine balance, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
People being playful and going, oh, you fucked that up, haven't you?
Yeah.
Instead of people going, oh, such a cringy cunt, you're doing that on purpose.
Yeah, but people will take it so far then, you're in danger then of nut jobs, trying to find your house and knocking your front doors, so where, how much success do you want online.
This-
And do you
this
know
is
what I
the
mean,
thing.
guy?
Yeah, I mean, like it's always there's always that thing behind it. Is like,
Yeah,
I suppose always been lucky, right? Is because, but then again, I've always said if people want to turn around at my house, fine, it's fine.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? If they want to come around and threaten, it's fucking fine.
yeah. They haven't seen you, that's why.
I'm more than capable of dealing with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think because I've always been under this sort of veil of
Yeah,
fiction, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you look at my screen, there's a little fucking munchkin bobbing up and fucking down
yeah,
behind the fictional thing. The only time people see me behind the camera, there's a mask on.
yeah,
Nobody's seen my actual face
yeah, yeah,
in all the years that I've done this. So I think
Yeah.
I've been sort of like lucky in the sense of like I can just walk around fucking Asda
yeah.
and nobody would be any the wiser.
Yeah, see, now I've been recognised in Tesco's and I found this so embarrassing. I literally wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. I didn't know what to say, you see, because the first time it happened to me, right, me and the boss lady were in Cardiff doing a bit of shopping, and you know when you can see somebody's clock do and they walk into it, and I thought, oh God, if I upset this guy now, am I going to get a smack? What's he going to do? And he went, all right, Creaky. And I just went, all right, and carried on walking straight past him. So he obviously thought, what an absolute cock. But I didn't know what to do. What was the
just felt
appropriate response?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it freaks me out even now. And Tesco's is I'm gonna have to switch the Lidl or something. Because, you know, Tesco's, people recognise me. And then sometimes it's nice. Like I had a lady recognise me a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, and she wanted a picture with me. But I did something for her husband. Her husband's ill in bed, and he's been watching me almost since the beginning. So I didn't mind that. But then I was in Tesco's before, and I was in front of the cooked ham and the cooked all that good stuff that you probably spit on and throw on the floor. And I could feel somebody looking at me right here. And then the next thing, I could feel him just sort of. And when he went, Creaky. And I was like, yeah. And he just walked off. He didn't even say, love the videos or nice to meet you in person, Pat. He just did the weird head thing, said my name, and then walked off. And I don't know if that made me feel more stupid or less stupid than somebody asking me to have a selfie taken with them.
I'm fucking, like, even when I go out, even with people I know,
yeah,
I'm blind as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't see a fucking thing. So, like, for me, it's sometimes a good thing. Because people know I'm blind, I can just like go. If I can't be bothered to talk to somebody, I can just like conceal it under the fact that look, I can't even make out fucking facial features. I didn't even know it was you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as much as like I am an outgoing person, there are like as we all are, we've all got different heads. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't want to engage in conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just haven't got the head for it.
Yeah, like one of my pet peeves and one of the things that fills me with dread more than anything else is we'll stay in Tesco's, but I'm walking through Tesco's and there was a boy who was in my class in school. Now I couldn't stand him when I was in school with him, and I can see he's heading straight for me. It's like, please, just I had hair and everything. I'm bald. I don't even look remote. How the fuck do you know it's me? Do you know what I mean? And that sort of thing just fills me with, I can literally feel the colour draining from me just at the possibility of having to speak to somebody that the last time I spoke to them was when I pushed him down the embankment on the rugby pitches when we were still in school. Because I hated you then, I probably still do now.
Yeah. It's genuinely like the same like dialogue, isn't it? How's it going? What have you been up to then?
Yeah. Are you married? Have you got kids?
Yeah, I've got kids. You know? How's everything going? It's just like, look, sometimes small talk is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just autopilot.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. Does that make me antisocial? Does that make me? What does it make me? You know.
Now, this is the conundrum, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the constant analysis of our behaviours.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, Mrs. Blind will get her hair off from you. Oh, he was so rude. He was only trying to talk to you. I was like, yeah, but he was a knob. I didn't like him.
I've learnt my lesson from small talk. The last time I bumped into someone from school, I obviously I won't say names or whatever, and I asked how his parents was, and he went,
"Oh yeah,
both dead now."
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And he was in the middle of Jack Murphy's in town. I was leathered, he was leathered, and I was like, no, sorry to hear that.
It's fucking like, do you know do you know this is another thing? Have you ever heard of the imp of the perverse?
No.
The imp of the perverse is like a dialogue, right? And like the majority of people go through life not realizing that this is a thing. Yeah. Have you ever been in the car and you've gone, what would happen if I just drove into oncoming traffic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Loads
Have
of
you ever
time.
been on top of like a fucking like a really high building and gone, what would happen if I just jumped off here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely dive over this barrier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of people in life that don't realize that that's a common thing that everybody does.
Yeah.
Right? And then people go through life going, fucking hell, I'm having some fucking mad thoughts. I must be the only one who's having these fucking mad thoughts.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to my oldest boy about it and explaining this to him, and you could see the relief lifting off him as I explained it to him that it's a common thing.
Yeah.
And then you've got that sort of like intrusive thing of going, you see somebody who's pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know whether this might be just isolated to me. And I'm like, I don't want to ask them if they're pregnant, in case they're just fat.
So me and Mrs. Blinder, sorry, Cal, you know,
I also have a story about this. You go first.
We used to have a caravan down the Gower, right down in Bank Farm. And there was a lady down there, and she was a resident. They're lovely people. We were quite pally with them. And it had been off season, and we went back first time we'd seen them. And my missus said, "When you expecting?"
Oh,
it's like, what? He's like, "I'm like 50.
I've got underactive thyroid. You have insensitive.
In fairness, so she said, "Oh, I know." She said, "I put an awful lot of weight on over the winter," but it's like self-checking yourself then, especially if you've had what we all. Because I'm guessing that what you were just saying, that's what was in your mind. Shall I say, are you pregnant, or have you just, put a bit of timber on? Innit? But my missus did ask, and it was the latter.
Yeah, I had the opposite issue a few years back. I used to work in Asda, and I noticed, but I didn't notice. That was the point. So
I had dread.
You are?
I'm saying I had the dread in the chat.
Sorry, yeah, so this I bumped into someone I used to work with, and I hadn't seen her around Asda for a while, and so I was talking to her. I was like, "Oh, how have you been?" Blah blah blah, and she is a bigger lady, and she went, "I've been on maternity leave, haven't I?" And worse than asking if you're pregnant is probably saying, "I didn't realize you were pregnant. I thought you were always just that fat." I've had the same issue in the opposite direction, is not realizing someone is pregnant because they're always a...
Do you know, one of the things that's standing out from this conversation to me more than anything else is that life is really difficult to navigate safely.
Yeah,
it's fucking... Do you know what I mean? You've got to be like sort of so cautious.
Yeah. On Sunday now, because my life is so rock and roll, not last Sunday, me and my missus sat down and we watched the Carry On film. Can you imagine any of that being able to be put on TV? That wouldn't even last on YouTube. It would be pulled down.
Yeah, but this is the annoying thing with it, right? It's just like, why? You've got Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about cancel culture earlier, is you've got the likes of Matt Lucas now going, "Oh, it's terrible what we did, isn't it?"
Yeah.
It's like, no, it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
It was funny then. It's still funny now.
Yeah.
The problem you've got is a very small minority are turning around now and saying it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're pandering to them.
Do you find that's generational as well, though, Dai, that, the certain generations are more prone to being, offended, for want of a better word, by just stuff.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things that gains a little bit of traction and then just continues, isn't it? It's just like the floodgates were opened for some small things of going, no, that's not acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, right, okay, then, so if that's not acceptable and that's been changed, let's fucking use this thing as well.
Yeah. There we are. Tony has just said in the chat as well, right? Sid James will be cancelled now for sexual harassment. The plot of Carry On Camping is two men in their 50s go camping with their girlfriends, and there's a group of schoolgirls there, and they spend the whole holiday trying to have sex with them.
And they drill a hole through the changing room wall to peep on the schoolgirls.
Yeah. So basically then it's a film about a couple of pedos.
But what I like that Carry On does is, and I think this is the solution to most things, they just have a little disclaimer at the beginning saying this film represents the values and humor of its time. Yeah. Some of it may be outdated now. Just a little warning that, a few of these are going to be eyebrow raisers, but it was made in the 1960s. You can't judge today's, you can't judge the past's like art, for lack of a better word, with today's standards. It's
but that's what I mean when I say is it generational.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Don't you find it interesting that, like, sort of how societal conditioning, we're all susceptible to it? Because even now, there's not a lot that will offend me, but something might come on from years ago, and the first thing I'll do is turn to my missus and go, oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, we're all being conditioned. I don't think there's any getting away from it. It's like...
no, exactly.
And that's the sad thing, really.
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody's a human being, so every human being has got an opinion, and now we've got a really quick and easy way of sharing that opinion, Technically speaking, what do I do for a living? I make fun of idiots on the internet. I'm a 52-year-old man. But do you know what I mean? I'm making a living by pointing out some of the silly things other people are into or believe or the way they behave.
This is the thing, right? Is you've heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
Have you seen the interview that he had with? It was basically that she attempted to stitch him up.
Right.
So you're saying. Remember her? I can't remember her name now. What her name was?
No, I don't actually know.
And she said, "Why should you have the right to have an opinion and make people feel uncomfortable?" And he turned around and said, "Well, you've made me feel quite uncomfortable for the last half hour of grilling."
Yeah.
I remember this. Was this on like Good Morning Britain?
Yeah. What gives you the right to make me feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
And she was like,
Gervais who said something along the lines of how arrogant has a person got to be to think they can go through their entire life without ever being offended by something somebody else says.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw someone say this recently, and it's very relevant. Is TikTok called it the For You page, and people took that literally.
Yeah.
They think
TikTok is one of the worst.
Oh yeah, it's a absolute dumpster fire.
There's dark sides of TikTok. I call them the dirty side of TikTok.
Yeah.
Where it's very, very toxic. Now, I've got no problem with fucking toxicity, right?
Yeah.
We can't be in this big bad world of the internet and then be the type of person that I am and then go, oh, I don't agree with that toxicity. I can have an opinion about it. I think, oh, you just fucking scumbags.
Yeah.
You've got like a fucking pisshead and a crackhead sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Really living like a fucking disgusting life.
Yeah.
Getting rewarded for that.
Yeah.
Like
quite handsomely.
Alphabas and such.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like really like wrong hands, but getting fucking rewarded massively for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, fucking hell. And I look at it and go, fucking hell, I never want to be type of that, be part of that type of environment.
Do you know, Dai, who World of T-Shirts is? Joshua Block.
No. Does he make T-shirts?
But surprisingly, no. He's a young, I want to say early 20s, mid 20s maybe. He's a boy from New York. And he's severely autistic, right? And he started off, he was such a wholesome account. He was singing songs in Times Square with no shame. He can't sing. It was good fun. But he started drinking, and now his whole thing online is his whole community is just slowly murdering him because they're all encouraging him. But he's like slumped over on live streams, throwing up, and there's this whole community behind him going like, "Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Captain." And like they are literally, like you said, they're being rewarded.
Yeah.
Like this man is
For
slowly
misbehavior,
dying. Yeah, and he can't do anything else now because everyone wants to watch him because he's the mess alcoholic guy.
Well, there was, I'm sure it was the what?
You know that Nick Ricardo Avocado, that mukbang channel.
But he was
Yeah.
That turned out to be
a story on. Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is Black Mirror, but basically it's like they're doing like live streams. But what it is like in the live streams, they paying them to do like dull shit to themselves, to injure themselves and things like that.
Yeah.
And obviously the more extreme it gets, the more money they get. And that's a very similar thing. Do you know what I mean? It's more, the more that people can see you going down the car crash of life, the more they lap it up. It's like they want to see people destroy themselves.
Yeah.
It's fucking. But again, this goes against what I say with regards to like, well, if you don't like it, don't have a fucking opinion about it.
Yeah.
The difference being is I'm not going to go to these people and go, I don't like this.
But
Do you
that's
know what I mean?
That's the difference. I think it's fine to have an opinion, but should you always share it? It's that sort of.
Yeah, I've got opinions on many things that I would never dream of saying on a live podcast. You know what I mean? Because not that they're offensive, like they would offend some people, but not that they're not offensive. It's just I know they're divisive, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll on my Facebook, I'll post probably what I'm thinking whilst having a shit that morning.
Yeah.
The majority of the time I've posted while I'm having a shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, look, my posts are very sort of like opinion based.
Yeah.
But I'm not going elsewhere to give that opinion. It's my fucking page.
Yeah, you're doing it on your own platform.
Yeah, it's my fucking platform, and I can say what I want on there.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is sharing things on, so like the reason my channel got a tiny bit of momentum in the first place was because a flat earther, and I only had like 3 videos on my channel at the time, and one of them was about flat earth. And the guy I made the video about, a flat earther called Nathan Thompson, was so offended by it, he downloaded it off YouTube and uploaded it onto his Facebook page. And at the time, he had the world's biggest flat earth Facebook page. So really, I'm only here at all because of flat earth, because I upset the flat earther sufficiently that he felt the need to share out of rage my video, which wasn't even very good. But it was at the time then, it was entirely opinion based because I didn't understand all the flat earth arguments about how the sun works and, why the ice wall is there in their minds. Then it was purely opinion based.
Do you know sometimes with regards to, like you said earlier, with regards to like the quality of content?
Yeah.
Do you find that, it's always good to have a polished video. Yeah. But I don't think that always matters.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because I get accused frequently of over editing my videos, but it's just, I enjoy, using a meme to sort of accentuate the punchline of a joke.
I see massive benefits in like the simple things of a jump cut.
Yeah.
A pause, a silence, them things work. But what I found in the past, some of my most successful videos haven't been pre-planned.
Yeah.
They've literally been dropped into like a timeline, cropped and uploaded. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because some of the videos that I've spent potentially 6 hours editing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that fucking effort that I put in. There we are. So as a prime example, Cal, Ling Ping style, right?
Yeah.
Was recorded in one take. I was having a shit, and the song popped up on. I was just scrolling YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the video. And I was looking at it and going, oh, look at him there with the fucking horse at the side of him. Look at that guy, he looks like a midget. And then I thought, well, fuck it, I'm going to go. And what I did was I came from the toilet, came into my man cave, downloaded the video, scrubbed the audio track, and then just sat there and said what I saw.
Yeah.
And literally took me probably no more than 10 fucking minutes to make.
That's bonkers.
And it went massive.
That's got to be one of your biggest videos as well, isn't it?
My biggest video was, I can remember that girl who ate the tampon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was her name?
Fucking hell.
I'll be off again.
I
Now
can't
I had
fucking
him
remember now.
gagging last week on stream.
Right, just Google it.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
the girl
Google
that ate the tampon? Now, that was up to 15 million views, that was, right?
50.
15 million.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Still, Jesus, the biggest video I got's got like 1.5 million and it's a short.
Giovanna Plowman, her name was.
That's it, yeah. And that got pulled down. Because it was basically me and Schaefer Bates
Yeah.
sitting there reacting to it. And me spewing into an Asda bag.
That's it.
Yeah. But it transpired that it wasn't real.
Right.
But it looked real.
What, so that whole tampon thing wasn't real?
Well, apparently not. That was probably one of the first clickbait things that I'd experienced.
I never knew.
What did she do? Dave's asking. So basically what she sort of pretended to do, Dave, was take a tampon out and then eat it.
Yeah.
And then people were fucking going crazy. She was basically the Bonnie Blue of 2012.
Yeah. Isn't it nuts, though, that even has the capacity to become a viral video? It literally shows us that you never know what's going to go nuts when it comes to views.
Yeah, but it's a funny thing you say that, right? Like, you look at what's trending.
Yeah.
Right? And then you put up a status about what's trending.
Yeah.
That will straight away get pushed.
Yeah.
Right? You'll see, like, I put up a status about fucking Monjaro the other day.
Right.
Now, Monjaro is on everybody's mouths at the moment because they've increased the price of it.
Right.
Triple. So people who were spending 180 quid a month, now they're going to be spending fucking 500 quid plus.
Yeah.
But because that is a current thing,
Yeah.
everybody jumped on that. Because what you've got to think of, right? Facebook now has become the new Google.
Yeah.
If you want to find out something, the majority of the time you don't go to Google to find it out anymore. You'll type it in Facebook to see what other people have come up with. Now, if my internet goes down,
Yeah.
I don't go on like websites to find out if there's outages.
Yeah.
I'll go
See
on
if other people
Facebook.
are
I'll
saying
obviously
okay.
using my mobile data,
Yeah.
and I'll type in Virgin Media Swansea,
Yeah.
and I'll see how many responses come through
Yeah.
of like how many other people have had outages.
Yeah.
And then-
I've done the same thing.
Yeah, so I think when you're doing the current things, and you've got like Monjaro, for example,
Yeah.
the majority of people are going, oh, I want to know what's going on with Monjaro. Well, my comment then comes somewhere close to the top,
Yeah.
my status,
Yeah.
and that gets a fuckload more AdSense, see?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
sometimes the trick is what's trending
Yeah.
and jump on what's trending.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like I'm terrible at doing this. Like I know I'm a cat, but I put into my videos all this nonsense, and then I see some weirdo like eating a tampon on camera, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
My video took me like 9 hours to make.
Yeah.
I had to read loads of stuff, and you just eat a tampon, and now you've got millions upon millions of views.
Well, there we are.
like-
Look at that fucking Hawk Tor girl.
Yeah, perfect
And that's
example.
all she said. That's all she did was she was going to spit on somebody's cock.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
You know
she
what I
ran
mean? And
off
she's
with,
made
like,
herself a
$50
fucking
million.
millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I'll
absolutely
spit on somebody's
bonkers.
cock for 100 quid.
You gotta look at the minute. There's that Ibiza final boss guy.
Yeah.
He's got
Oh,
a boom
yeah.
man deal at the minute.
Yeah, I know.
All
Because he's got a
boyfriend.
mad haircut.
Yeah.
I know.
It's mental.
This is what I mean. See, it don't matter. I think obviously the effort you put into a video is reflected by the person who view. You know, they can see if you've put effort in. I'm not saying they can't, but then some random just record something completely bizarre on their iPhone 6 and they make like 50 grand in ad revenue, and it's just, and I think that and information like that's publicly, you know, you can find this sort of thing out, but it's, you know, it's nuts to think just the most random thing in the world can make you an absolute shitload of money with virtually no effort because you did it anyway. It's just a bonus that somebody happened to be filming it.
But you look at the likes of like Love Island.
Yeah.
Right? And that's all they've done. That's basically what it is like going to Ibiza but living in a fucking mansion for a week.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a bum. And then when you come out, this individual has been elevated to fucking celebrity status.
Yeah.
It's like the basis of what? It's not based on the personality because they got fucking the personalities of flip-flops.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's obviously
it's like Big Brother in there. When Big Brother first started, people were going in there to see if they could live with other people for however many weeks it is. It was what they call like a social experiment. But you know, after it had been going for 5, 6, 7 years, no, it wasn't. It was people chasing celebrity.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing anyway, you know. It's like all these, you know, X Factor and Britain's Got Talent. They've all, you know, they were. I used to enjoy watching the X Factor, and now it's like, but social media does that for you now.
Yeah.
You don't need the X Factor.
Ronnie's asking, having a bit of a bum, does that mean the same thing or different down in Wales? Well, what does it mean elsewhere, Bron? Because I don't know. What does it mean where you were from?
Yeah.
Wyatt should be president.
Yeah, I know. Wyatt's a legend. He is. I haven't got it on now. He sent me a real, because I love hats. Well, you can't see him from this camera angle, but he sent me a proper, authentic cowboy hat. And because he didn't want Callum to feel left out, he sent Callum a beanie hat that's got stitched onto the front of it. This is my cowboy hat.
Can you remember WWE years ago?
Yeah.
When Stone Cold gave Brock Lesnar a cowboy hat. Right. And he gave, what's the other one now? Who's the one who used to be like a wrestler, professional wrestler? Kurt Angle. No, Kurt Angle. And he gave Kurt Angle a little kid's cowboy hat. It was tiny on his head. Right, that's what he should have done, was just given him a little kid's cowboy hat.
No, I got it, because I usually wear a beanie on the show, but it's absolutely boiling now. But yeah, he got me that beanie, and I wore last week, right? I went to wear this hat live because it was roasting in here, and just before we went live, he goes, stick the beanie on, you know, so Wyatt can see you're wearing it, and it is warm in here. Yeah, was he here? Was he bollocks? I didn't forget, Wyatt. You weren't here last week. I roasted my nads off for you.
A quick question from the side chat to Dai Mental Models asks if you miss doing the Star Wars stuff.
What Star Wars stuff?
I wasn't him.
No, that's why I said
this is a fucking, what do you call it? This is. Can you remember they asked? Can you remember they asked Samuel L. Jackson if he enjoyed doing The Matrix? And he's like, I'm not even in that film. Just because I
Jimbo Looney, that was, wasn't it?
That was Jimbo.
Yeah,
he's a legend, Jimbo.
Taff Wars, it was, wasn't
it?
Yeah.
He's another YouTube. He's a YouTuber of your generation on YouTube, if you know what I mean. But
the reason I started doing the voiceovers was partly Jimbo.
Yeah.
And partly the milk. Can you remember Ross Kemp on Gangs?
Yes.
Now, Alex from the milk is, I very rarely say this, he's probably more ADHD than I fucking am.
Yeah.
He is fucking mental.
That's
Absolutely
one of the
mental.
videos. It's crazy to think because like I haven't thought about TAF wars or anything like that for years. But yeah, you, TAF wars, Ross Kemp, the milk. Those three were like for me, year 9, year to 10, year 11, the most quoted things in
and
school.
Spicky Valley,
It constantly.
But what are you and mates, Marcus? We were talking about it. So when Callum was like in school, like you were cool if you could do a perfect Dai Ling Ping impression.
Yeah, and he would pull out the Dai Ling Ping, and then people would be like, "Oh my god, is that actually him?" Like it was such like a flex back in the day. If you could do a Dai Ling Ping, you're like the coolest guy in the room.
Do you know the really mad thing about this, right? My oldest boy now, he's nearly 18, right?
Yeah.
He's in sixth form, yeah? And his tutors are probably closer to his age than they are mine. And he's like, Dad, can you make sure you come up to the parent-teacher evening tonight?
Yeah.
Because my missus generally does those things. I'm like, why? And he's like, they both really big Dai Ling Ping fans.
Yeah.
So I walk in. Obviously, I can't wear the fucking mask in.
Yeah.
But you could see them, like giggling in their seat as I'm walking over.
Yeah.
It's just like, even now, I suppose it's like, Creaky thinks I sound like you, Dai.
I think I remember saying that.
What? Sounds like me?
Yeah. But not
Does
you,
he?
you. Dai, you.
Oh, actual Dai.
Actual Dai, yeah.
Fucking show us what it's like then, because you can say it, but you gotta do it.
Did the voice come before you ever sort of did anything on YouTube? Was it like your cloak sort of thing?
No, it was, remember I said I went into that lobby and just did a squeaky voice?
Yeah.
Obviously now, I'm older, right?
Yeah.
And with not doing it I was doing it all the time.
Yeah.
So I can't hit as squeaky as it used to be.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of a pitch shift on it. Huh?
Right.
But
Because it was funny.
I could just do it.
I think the Dai Ling Ping video that I sort of stumbled across was, is it My House or Get Out of My House or something?
House.
The lobby. And I watched it, I think I watched it yesterday, funny enough, just to sort of refresh my memory on it. But to me, it's just as funny now as it was when I first came across it, and Dai the Carrot as well.
Yeah.
You know, I used to like them as well. They used to make me laugh.
Was it the?
Well, this is the thing with the Keith box.
Yeah.
Dai is a character in that.
Right.
I say that as in like fucking like it's detached from me.
Yeah.
So the Keith character is based on me.
Right.
But
So
Dai the
you
character
or
is
Dai
also
you?
based on me as well. Dai. Fucking ass is mental, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like
It's fucking crazy.
I know.
But what I've done in the book, because obviously I'm Dai the character in the book, aren't I?
Yeah.
But I'm also Dai the author.
Right.
So I break the fucking fourth wall in it all the time. It's like a Deadpool fucking episode.
mental models saying dribbler is still a term used in our house.
Do you know? Fucking the people walking around with dribbler t-shirts years ago.
Yeah.
But you know, even me, right? And like I say, I'm a 52-year-old man, but every so often I'll go, oh, I'm vaping, Mosh. Because I remember you say, and you were in a Porsche with somebody, and you were down by the Morva, by the stadium.
Yeah, that was we used to do it every year.
Yeah.
Because every year Call of Duty would be released in the October.
Right.
And because my mate was the manager of Morva Game,
yeah,
he was like, "Will you do the launch every year?"
Right, I got it.
So we always used to do the launch, so that's why we were down there.
Yeah, but that's the thing that sticks in my head from early days of fight was you were chatting about it was Xboxes, funny enough, and you literally you had a rip on your vape and you just went, oh, I'm vaping, much, and then you did the Dai giggle, and I don't know.
Well, that was the mad thing. I'm pretty sure me and you had it because you just opened the vape shop.
Yeah,
in Gosignan.
Yeah, that's right.
Vaping was a relatively new thing then.
Yeah.
And I remember I got sponsored. And they give me a vape that looked like a grenade.
Yeah.
It was actually like the body of it was a fucking grenade.
Yeah.
there used to be
and
such
that was the
big
one that I was
heads.
using.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
that'd be
I
one song because I'd screw the fucking tank off and throw it like it was a grenade.
but
And then it was fucked then.
the reason I said about that, right, is like, but I find Dai funny because of the Welsh thing, right? But did you find you had a lot of audience that weren't Welsh people that were like your, not, I wouldn't use the word fans, but like were, you know, they were hardcore Dai Ling Ping watchers?
I found it pretty diverse, but what I also found was like the Welsh fans were like fierce.
Yeah.
As in like fiercely loyal.
Yeah, because
Do you
as
get
soon as there's
that?
one of us, we go, he's ours, he's
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah.
It's like when you're on
fiercely
holiday
fucking
in
loyal.
Spain, innit, and you meet somebody from, I don't know, Merthyr, you suddenly become way more Welsh than you were 10 seconds before when you were speaking to a guy you met from Grimsby or Blackpool.
Yeah. But I don't know whether you find this when you go away and you're not around Welsh people. You get more Welsh then as well.
Yeah, and you get so excited if you see another Welshie in the wild. It's nuts, it is. And you all sort of congregate together. It's
it's like you've never seen other Welsh people before.
Yeah, no,
so
I know.
Like,
It's
oh my God.
because there's none around where we live, is there?
Yeah.
But it's like the point I was trying to make is I've completely forgotten the point.
You're on about the vaping, I'm vaping mush thing.
Yeah, and my audience is, the majority of my audience is America, and that's always really, really confused me and tickled me, because in the early days I was sort of like, am I a bit too Welsh for this? Will you know, if by some miracle somebody from, I don't know, New York stumbles across one of my videos, will they understand me? But it seems to be the draw rather than a drawback.
Well, I was one of the first. Can you remember Machinima?
Remember what?
Machinima.
No.
So before YouTube actually brought out the monetization program themselves, it was very, very limited, right? They wouldn't do it for gamers, and they wouldn't do it for a multitude of other style of content creators.
Yeah.
Because they never had the rights to stream it, yeah?
Right, I got
so
it.
what Machinima came along as an agency.
Right.
Or network, then, shall we say.
Yeah.
And what Machinima had done is struck up a deal with all of these publishers.
Yeah.
That allowed them then to be able to show gaming content.
Right, I got it.
Like
a license then.
Yeah, but then what they do is they take you on as a Machinima partner.
Right, I got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Where I was lucky, I was probably, there we are, it was me and Vicstar. No, Vicstar 123 on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it was me and Vicstar. We were one of the only, we were two of the only UK creators to get a Machinima directorship.
Right.
See, so that meant that our content was showcased on Machinima platforms, which at the time was probably as impressive as what fucking Mr. Beast would be today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of viral reach, they were one of the most, you're talking millions upon millions upon millions of fucking subscribers.
So back then, you didn't just used to have to work to make the content. You used to have to work to put it somewhere where people would have eyes on it. Whereas now, it's just a case of signing up for a Gmail account.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's all changed now.
Yeah, the barrier for entry is much lower, luckily for me.
But Machinima went tits up then, the minute that YouTube started bringing in and going, well, hold on a minute, you're a bit of a redundant entity now.
Yeah.
You're not needed anymore.
Yeah, so it's sort of like what Facebook did to MySpace, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's why I think I pulled in a lot of like Americans and people from all over the world, because Machinima was a worldwide brand.
Yeah.
Because would they have then been responsible for so many of your videos being pushed to like the YouTube homepage and that kind of stuff, or was it separate?
Yeah, they would push. They'd push on their own channels. They had fucking multiple. They'd have Machinima Respawn, Machinima RPG, all different genres of games.
Yeah,
the Machinima main. It's just mental. It's just like it was the big brand.
Yeah.
For YouTube at the time, and then like I say, networks went then. They were no
Yeah.
longer needed. So you had Welsh, you had Machinima, and they were the two big ones. And they just fell by the wayside. And now YouTube is, because as soon as I came out of that thing, I couldn't get monetized for years.
Yeah, I was going to
Because
ask you about monetization on YouTube, because that must have been like, I just made a conscious decision not to swear in my videos. I just decided I didn't want to, right? But
I think that's a good thing, though. Do you find yourself more marketable because you don't swear as much?
I don't know. Do you know what it was? It was stupid, really, because obviously we're all the same. When we make a first YouTube video, we don't expect anyone to watch it, apart from maybe your mother and father might watch it, and your mate next door might watch it. And I just thought, oh, if my kids see this now, or if my mother and father, because I don't swear in front of my parents or the boys I never have, but it's like I just felt weird about swearing in a video. But every so often, I'll swear, but I'll always cut it. You know, like,
yeah, but I think sometimes that makes it funnier.
Yeah, that's what
I've always sworn openly, and I swear a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, for me, it was just like, well, I do you know what I mean? I swear in the house.
Yeah.
I swear in front of my missus. I swear, my mother swears more than I do. But like, so part of me, as part of this analytical process, is like, I wonder if I'd have had more success.
Yeah.
Had I censored the swearing.
Yeah. Because monetization now, you know, they've just changed it again. Now you're allowed to say, you know, naughty words anywhere in a video now, as long as it's not excessive. But they've not really said, you know, what's excessive. Excessive.
Also, as well, I don't know whether. There we are. Maybe the chat can answer this. Because I've never shown my face, there's been elements of me thinking, do you think I'd have made more of a success had I shown my face?
Yeah,
because there's always been that little bit of a conundrum that I can't really answer.
Yeah.
I've heard other content creators who are, you know, remain faceless say the exact same thing. Is like, part of them feels like they maybe would have had more opportunity had they not been hidden. But then I think it depends what you want from your content, though, doesn't it? Because you know, I don't know whether you want to be this big famous guy, but I assume
I've never wanted to.
Yeah,
as hard as that sounds, I never have wanted to.
But it kind of makes sense, though, because you clearly love to do what you do, but you kind of have that barrier of, I don't want to deal with that extra bullshit of a weirdo being in my face in Tesco.
So like memulous then.
Yeah.
The reason why there we are. So I was working in mental health at the time when I started. So there was an element of I didn't showcase my face because like I was in a job that is just like, well, hold on a minute now.
Yeah.
That's all it's got to be is somebody going, well, hold on, you're doing this professional fucking job and you're calling people all manner of things on the internet. So in the beginning, it was like, I'm going to conceal it purely for preservation. And then it was like, that wasn't a factor anymore. And then as it had got to that point, I was like, well, it's gone too long now. It's got this mystery element, so I wouldn't do it now. Yeah. But somebody's just said, Graham's just hit the nail on the head. Jasper Carrot never swore, but was just as funny. Yeah, and I agree. Swearing is not, it's not something that makes something funnier.
No.
And I never swore to make things funnier. I just so happened to be very expressive with bad language.
Yeah.
As a general. It's not as if I consciously go out and go, oh, right, I need to call him a twat now.
Yeah.
Just to make that aspect funnier. It was just like, there was no conscious thought behind it. It was just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we always thought, you know, with like, you know, the Dai Ling Ping videos back in the days, you just, obviously it's the nature of you being local. And I don't know how old you were back in those, you know, original videos. But to us as teenagers, it was like, he talks exactly like we do. It was part of the appeal. So all that excessive swearing, we were like 14, 15. So, you know, we're swearing like it's going out of fashion because we're teenagers. It was all part of the appeal with the character, I think.
Yeah, and like I've always said, is like that's all the Dai Ling Ping character is me it's not different from me. It's just, that's all it is a squeaky voice and a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, even though it's a fictional element, I'm not playing a part, really. That's all I'm doing is just adapting me. Because I think the squeaky voice probably made a difference.
Yeah.
With regard, I don't think things would have landed as well.
Yeah. That's really
if it wasn't that
interesting.
comedy factor behind them.
I also do think which surprised me when I first heard it, there's such a contrast in the Dai voice and your real talking voice.
Yeah.
That I think it might have come across a little bit more confrontational had you not
and aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, you know, if the things you were saying to those people, if you had said it in your voice in that angry tone, it might have come across like, who's this lunatic just bullying people?
Extremely aggressive, yeah.
So I think
it's a strange one.
Yeah, it's hard, you know, you never know. We always have these conversations, but you never know what's going to stick and what's going to...
No.
But it's, especially with, you know, your whole character, as someone who was, you know, a teenager at the time of those initial blow-up videos, I think it was just like this perfect alchemy of Welshness, the funny voice, which the teachers hated, but everyone did it. And like, there was just this perfect recipe, I think. And it just, like you said, it just hit right. You might have changed one thing. You could have bleeped the swearing and that video would have got 10,000 views instead of, you know?
I always remember people saying years ago, oh, you should go and do stand-up. And my answer always was, well, I'm not fucking funny. Do you know what I mean? I don't know jokes. What would I do if I did stand-up? I'd stand up on stage and I'd be like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Because I don't know jokes.
I get people saying, because I've shown them to Carl and people have said to me in the comments, oh, you should try doing stand-up. It's like, I wouldn't know where to start.
No.
Don't forget, I got time to think about something funny to say.
Yeah.
And I know stand-up comedians, they use written material, but I literally struggle to remember the beginning of a sentence by the time I get to the end of it. So I haven't got the mental capacity to write material like that. And then how would you decide what's funny?
You don't, the audience does.
Yeah,
that's
but
the scary
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
I can write down things and create clips that may potentially resonate with people, and people might turn around and go, oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed with what I've written in the books.
Yeah.
I'll have to send them over to you.
Yeah.
I'm dying to read them now.
And hopefully there's a lot of like nods to like the Dai thing in there.
Yeah.
A lot of catchphrases. So like a lot of that will resonate with people who know the content.
Because another thing, you know, I can imagine one of the other advantages of Dai being not you to a certain extent, or at least online, is like I often, you know, people have said to me, is this what I'm like in real life? Well, it's like, obviously I'm not as animated and as loud when I'm speaking to my wife in the kitchen about what's
but I am, see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, fuck off. She said, funny thing, she said to me earlier,
I'm a more exaggerated version of who I actually am. You know, you just reminded another really funny Dai Ling Ping video. And the reason I like this video is for the same reason I like Lee Evans, because you were basically taking the piss out of your wife about having towels in the bathroom that were just looking at.
The show towels. We've still got the show towels, right?
We got more cushions on our bed.
Now. They're not the same towels as they were years ago. She's changed them. They're a different colour to me.
We got more cushions on our bed than any household.
It's fucking mental. You've got to go to bed half hour earlier just to fucking prepare.
Yeah, and
she fucking like I'll be in bed and she'll go, can you get up then? And I'll be like, why?
So I want
to make the bed. I'm like, oh, fuck off, man. Get up, she can make the bed.
But I think, like, when it comes to comedy, I think the more you can sort of apply it to yourself, I think the funnier it is. Like, I always find Lee Evans really funny when he's talking about how nuts his wife is.
Yeah.
You know, when they're going on holiday and you wake up, we've all done it, you wake up at 2 a.m. for an early flight from Cardiff, and you fart or something, and your wife's going shh, and then the next thing she puts her hairdryer on. But that's fine.
That's exactly what you're doing. I get up in the morning and breathe heavy. Like, she's like, oh, fucking hurry up and get out of the room. Because I get up before, don't I? And she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But then she is literally doing her hair. All the lights are on, and I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. And that's why that Dai Ling Ping video sticks in my mind as one of the funniest ones, because I could just see my other half saying exactly the same thing.
But you know, funny thing you say about Lee Evans, and no doubt, like, a lot of us have been influenced with Lee Evans. Now, when I'm explaining things, and one thing always sticks, can you remember when Lee Evans spoke about the suitcase being stuck in the airport? And the suitcase is basically keeps going round and round and round.
On its own carousel.
And he's like, oh, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm on and off. Yeah. And like, so like his observation was like that suitcase had a personality.
Yeah.
And I think that has sort of like influenced me over the years, because like I've dripped that. Well, I haven't consciously dripped in it. I think I've been influenced by it with the content I've made. Like observations of like a fucking pigeon with one leg pecking a fucking fag and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think we all pick things up without realizing we're picking them up, though. But the problem is like, what do you consider to be, I said that because Dai Ling Ping inspired me to say it from one of his videos years ago? Or it'll be so, in my very early days of YouTube, right? I had put a video out once, and Callum came and he said, you watching I'm Alex, Dad, have you?
Yeah. I remember.
Is it that long? It's like, yeah, I had.
I remember what it was.
Yeah.
He used to do the sad music and the black and white rain.
Yeah.
And you uploaded it, I watched it, and I went, I know exactly who you've been watching recently.
And it straight away, I went, no, I just thought of that. And then after, I was like, no, I'm Alex does do that in a lot of his videos. So I had accidentally copied another creator.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, I mean, we've got to find him. I don't think any ideas that exist are purely our own brainchild. There's been multiple aspects of inspiration that have been smashed into that, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because that's how, like, content evolves. If one, like, there's a likelihood I was probably like massively inspired by Shaun of the Dead, that give me like a thing to write the Keith box.
Yeah.
If Shaun of the Dead didn't exist, I potentially wouldn't have been inspired in the same way.
Yeah. Would you have looked at like a zombie story as a potential comedy otherwise?
Yeah,
Shaun
exactly.
of the Dead was such a good film.
I've never seen it.
Haven't you?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh,
never seen it.
It's so good.
The only because it's
one. Sorry,
they're
it's one of
always
those
together,
films.
and they Hot Fuzz, Paul.
It's the Cornetto.
The Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, but with Shaun of the Dead, I mean all of the Cornetto trilogy, but it's one of those films you can just watch it again and again and again, because you go, oh, I noticed this time. Oh, that's why they did it this way, and it just absolute cinema.
But at the end of Shaun of the Dead, with it, like, fucking, I don't care about spoiling it for you now, Creek, because it's been out fucking 20 years, like.
It's been around a while, hasn't it?
At the end of Shaun of the Dead, his best friend obviously gets bitten by zombies.
Right.
But the sort of end scene is like, he's gone and collected his zombie mate, and he keeps him in his outdoor shed.
Right.
And keeps him there on chains. And goes in every now and then and plays games with him on the console.
It's another one of those films that I feel like I'm really missing out because I haven't seen it, but I just never seem to. And that somebody just said in the side chat now, another film Creaky hasn't seen. His list is getting very long. The Godfather, I haven't seen it. And a lot of the really big films, everyone's like, oh, this reminds me of my childhood. This is a cult classic, and everyone in the world must have seen. Most of those films I haven't seen.
No. I watched Twin Town again the other night.
Oh, I love it.
No, I've seen Twin Towns.
And I don't know whether, like, it's obviously a fucking brilliant film.
Yeah.
But is it more brilliant to me and us because we're Welsh
Yeah.
and things are familiar? It's like, oh, I know that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, not to keep going back on the book, but I've been like mindful of this with the books.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it going to land as well with people who are not from Wales and don't know the areas?
Yeah.
Because everything is mapped out as it exists.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to, because if people are from England, for example, they are not going to know that Home Bargains is across the road from fucking Screwfacts.
Yeah.
But I've made sure in the book that everything is where it exists.
Yeah.
But there might be a Home Bargains across from their Screwfix. So it's those sort of, because you know you said about the B&Q, those are like retail, what are they called?
Retail
parks.
Retail parks,
They're familiar anyway, aren't they? So it's awesome that you went super detailed with it being Morva. But I think it does kind of translate, because everyone's got a retail park with a B&Q and a Home Bargains and a Screwfix, you know?
Yeah. Because when I was in America last year, I
changed the names of them, see? You can't use real brands.
Say it again.
When you write them?
Yeah, like, because of the manner, like if you're just using brands as in like passing, so-and-so walked past B&Q, for example.
Yeah.
That's fine. The problem comes is when I'm portraying that we're smashing holes in the roofs of B&Q and then going into aisle 22 and smashing a zombie's head in aisle 22. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've had to change the names from B&Q. I've changed B&Q to D&Q.
Yeah.
McDonald's, I've had to change the McDavis's burgers.
Yes.
Morrison's is Morrison's. Little's is Little's. Aldi's is Aldo's.
Right, I got it.
I've changed them enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, enough to stay out of trouble type of thing. Because I'm sure big corporations like that love going after people, don't they? So sometimes
and Monster, the Monster are notorious apparently for even going after like small writers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, fuck. So this is another fucking thing. I was gonna come out. I made my own supplement. With my mate. He's got his own fucking supplement company. Yeah. And it was called Headshot. So I just put a fictional headshot in the book.
Yeah.
I changed Guinness then to Guinness Stout.
Right.
Lynx Africa to Lynn's Africa. Made in a shed in Merthyr.
So you've literally done the minimum you can to avoid getting in the shed.
I've made a full fucking universe.
Yeah.
Out of it. Even down to making fake brands, making the artwork.
Yeah.
But like, it's something like somebody like creative like yourselves.
Yeah.
Try to write.
Yeah.
Try to write a book, because like I was talking to Tom Ricks the other day. You know who Tom Ricks is, yeah?
Yeah.
Darren.
Yeah.
And I'm writing something with Darren now, or Tom.
Yeah.
I reckon it's something that like all of us Welsh creators do, is get together.
Yeah.
And create something. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, because I think between all of us, there's so many creative entities.
Yeah.
Obviously, funding is like the stumbling block.
Yeah. Well, it is with most things.
If you write in films, then like this is what I found. I wrote these books, and my mate Dan, who's in the book as a character, he's like, you've pretty much written this book, so it's not non-viable to ever make into a film.
Yeah.
You've made it so mental.
Yeah.
That the budget would be millions.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
But if you did, wait a minute, will you be narrating the audio book? Potentially, I'll try and narrate it. It'll be a clusterfuck to listen to, mind. If you do another Keith book, can you include Penaskin and Bird Gardens? Well, I've done the 3. The 3 won't be released all at once. I've actually started working on the 4th, which isn't part of the main universe.
Right.
It's a spin-off.
Right.
And it's Dai and Keith Go to Hell. So it's basically Dai sitting down telling a story, and it's just fucking mental. But I've written it in such a way that you can't go any further with that series now for the main part of the series.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I've got the itch for it now, so I want to keep writing.
Yeah.
What I was saying was, like, if all of us Welsh creators got together and sat down and gone, look, we can really make something fucking amazing between us all.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can make films with very, very small budgets.
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah.
Fucking
There
hell,
must be
28.
some Welsh company that want to fund a Welsh creator made project.
Well, there probably is, but I think, like, if there were loads of us, you think, right, between us, we've probably sitting on 10s, 20s, 30s of millions of followers between the collective, yeah?
Yeah.
And I think it then goes from the next level then, from streaming and content creating to actually creating TV shows.
Yeah. Because we've said something. This is like when we did the Dumb as a so that song that played at the beginning. There's a whole video and everything to go with it, and it was brilliant fun to make. It was really a brilliant laugh.
Yeah.
But it was like a 3.5 minute video, and like Callum did all the editing. How long did it take you to edit that video? It was like a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, between film. So we filmed over 2 days. Was it 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
Are you streaming in 3 places?
Say it again.
Are you streaming in 3 places?
Twitch and both my YouTube channels, yeah.
Oh, you're on both YouTube channels?
Yeah, yeah.
What, dually?
Yeah. From StreamYard.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, so it's going to the second channel, the main channel, and to the Twitch channel.
Right, I got it.
Again, it was only going because we had a whole stream last week talking about why I'm moving this show entirely to its own channel. But I bottled it about an hour before the stream started and went, no, I'm streaming it to the main channel as well. But it's only going to it's going to live on the second channel. Like, once we finish, it won't be on the main channel anymore because...
Any reason why you're doing that?
Yeah, because I just think it's potentially one of the things that's ballsing up the views, because the live shows generally only get a few thousand views compared to the tens of thousands videos get. I want to separate it, and like most of what we've been speaking about tonight is completely irrelevant to my main channel, which I know sounds a bit contradictory because I've just said I'm streaming it there, but I want to be able to have conversations like this, just talking about anything we fancy, because there was, I know nobody watching this would have anyway, but there was no plan for tonight's show.
That's the best way to do it, though, isn't it?
Come on, and I didn't even tell you that we were going to be talking about. We just chatting.
Yeah.
You know, and I was afraid that me wanting to explore other types of conversation like this would be detrimental to the main channel. So I think if it lives on its own channel, I'm trying to make it so that the second channel is no longer the second channel. It's just another YouTube channel that I happen to be working on with Callum.
Yeah. I think sometimes, right, now when you've got, like, the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah.
I think that's partially true sometimes, but sometimes if you take that horse's head and ram it under the water, they bring it back up and they go, do you know what? I was actually really fucking thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think sometimes people need to give other things a chance.
Yeah, yeah. Because I watch so many different kinds of content. You know, I watch a couple of commentary channels that talk about stuff that's nothing like, I don't know if you know Leon Lushes. Leon Lush is one of my favorite commentary channels. And, you know, then I watch a couple of auto vloggers, and, you know, I'll watch dog training videos, and, you know, I was going to say guilty pleasure, but it's not my guilty pleasure. I love it. How it's made. You know, off Sky. How it's made. I will watch how it's made videos on YouTube and on my phone for hours and hours.
Yeah.
You know, so now I know how a baseball's made. Now I know how a rocking chair is made, or how a diamond is mined, because I just love, that's how I...
Knowledge,
Yeah, that's how I consume knowledge, I suppose, because I can honestly, shamefully say, and I've said it before, I have never, ever read a book in my lifetime. Not even one. I
was the same until last year, the year before, and now I love reading.
When I was in school and reading was something that you got tested on, I just used to read the blurb. so I knew the gist of the story. And then in
I
the
used to watch
morning,
the
I would be
film.
asking all the other kids, what are you going to say then, Dai? What are you going to say, Carl? And then the thing I said about the book would be the little bit of knowledge I had from reading the blurb and any information I could steal off the other kids in my class. And I never got caught once. But I have never read a book, ever.
I was terrible in school when it came to the reading stuff because obviously you wouldn't know this, Dai, but I went to a Welsh school as well. So my entire education was in Welsh, right? And so we had to do Welsh language and literature the same way you do in English. And
Right, okay.
in my literature exam, we'd obviously read this entire book over the term. And I knew I was screwed in that exam where question 1 asked about a character. And my first thought was, who's that?
But you love reading now, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it now.
You were a bit like the mammy, Mrs. Blinder. You go through phases where for months and months you'll be reading a book every day, and then 6 or 7 months may pass and you haven't picked the book up.
Yeah. What I tend to find is I'll find a couple of books in a row and I'm like, oh, I'm loving this. And then I'll pick up a new book. The first couple of chapters doesn't catch my attention. And then I've never hated anything more in the world than reading for the next 3 months.
But it's like if we're going on holiday and we're in the airport and there's always people sitting there reading a book, I look at them and I think, I wish I liked reading because I'm bored shitless scrolling TikTok like a mindless moron. And you were so engrossed in this story that you're reading or this biography or whatever it may be that you don't even know what's going on around you. But
but you've built up this massive distaste for what reading is of new. Like you've already hit the nail on the head. It's just like, well, hold on a minute now. This is just a fucking test.
Yeah.
It's a matter of like, I was the same. It's like reframing, isn't it? What the meaning behind like reading is. It's like, look, I know I always go back to like exercise and nutrition because that is one of my fortes,
isn't it?
The word diet is a really like shit word for people to use because what society has made the word diet into is restriction.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even what the word diet means.
Yeah, it just means what you eat, what you consume.
What you consume. If you ate fucking Twixes all day, that would still be a diet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
but society has made it.
Yeah. I've tried saying this to my old girl and my old man is that, no, don't say you're going on a diet. You're not going to eat chocolate bars every night. You're just altering your diet. You're not going on a diet. You can't go on a diet because you're already on a diet. It just happens to be a not very healthy one.
Oh, Mrs. Ling Ping has just brought me food in. Thanks, mate. Well, you're earlier now, she said, what time are you going on that thing tonight now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm 6 o'clock. Can you stay on there all night? I think I need a little bit of space tonight. I'm like, all right. But you can't win sometimes, right? And it's like, I'm either in here for 20 hours and she's like, I haven't even fucking seen you.
Yeah.
Or I'm not in here at all. And then I'm just like sitting next to her asking her questions. And I'm like, what's happening with her then? She's like, you don't even like Love Island. Why are you even asking?
Yeah.
I don't even want to reply to you because you don't even care.
Yeah.
And I'm like that annoying little fucking ant or fly then that just keeps fucking landing on her arm. Like,
yeah, I know what I mean. Full of questions. I've been told by some people that I can be quite annoying. I can't imagine why people would think that, but
it's just, I think we just misunderstood, to be honest. It's not hard, to be honest.
And I do.
I get it all the time, and it really hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
That guy who went earlier.
Yeah, he's back now, and he's just
remember his name.
Brian Pop Robson.
It wasn't him. It was you're on about the guy who called you boring, Dai?
Yeah, I'm probably the fucking last thing from boring. Because 1 minute I'm teaching you how to fucking fly off a roof.
Yeah.
And the next I'm teaching you how to make fucking protein brownies. I'm excited as fuck.
Oh, dear me.
But I'll be like, talking to my missus about something, and then the next minute I'm like, we'll be talking about something totally normal.
Yeah.
And then I'll change the subject. and go, just get a fucking duck then. Just get a pet duck.
It was Rob something. Thank you, Ben Speed.
Rob Hoyle.
Yeah, Rob Hoyle. That's what it was.
Hoyle
Rob
Barrel,
Hoyle.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, he said Dai was, but the thing is, again, this reinforces my choice to
Oh, my fucking...
put this on his own channel, because the people who watch my videos are interested in watching me debunk conspiracy theories. They may not necessarily be interested in watching me chat to Dai Ling Ping and, you know, ask him what YouTube was like 15 years ago. And, you know, it's
No,
just...
Look, it's not even... It's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It is... People have got their own tastes. Do you know what I mean?
Of course they are, yeah.
What they enjoy, what they consume.
Yeah, of
And
course
if
they
that
are.
doesn't follow, like for somebody, and like you were probably exactly the same, and I'd go and get tested for ADHD because you have got ADHD. If I don't enjoy something, I don't enjoy something,
yeah,
my fucking attention's gone.
Yeah, I'm like that as well.
I can't even pretend.
Yeah, yeah. What about so another bugbear? Well, it's one of Mrs. Blinder's bugbears. It's like I don't always give. So I had a job once, right, and I was working in this place, and I hated working there, right. I couldn't stand it, and they were trying to make me stay late and do a stock take, and they were going, "Oh, it'll be awesome, and we'll buy you a Chinese." And I literally said to my manager, I said, "Look," I said, "I don't like anyone who works here." I said, "It's bad enough I have to be here from 8:30 till 5:30 every day. What the hell makes you think that a portion of spare ribs and half a sharing of egg fried rice is going to make me want to socialise with people I can't stand?" And
funny thing you'd say that, because I said exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I can't
Probably
pretend
in a different
to
way.
like somebody.
They said to me, "Can you work a shift? It's an overtime shift." And my answer was, "I don't even like working my normal shifts."
Yeah.
What makes you think I'm going to want to work extra?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the place I was working, it was in your contract that if you needed to do overtime, they didn't have to pay you.
This is fucking ASMR. This is, mate. This is free. You've got to pay for that. Normally, I'm eating chicken.
Well,
not really. Yeah, when you talk, I can tell you're eating, but it's not like
Normally when I do like GTA RP with Tom, I bought a slushy maker. I know the Ninja slushies.
Yeah.
And in RP, you've got to pretend that it's real, haven't you?
Right.
You're playing GTA RP, and you've got to pretend that you're actually a real character. You've got a backstory and everything.
Yeah.
And you'd go, "Stop fucking slurping the fucking slushy," because I'd just be in the background, I guess. I need to turn my noise gate up.
Those GTA
Does he let you finish a sentence ever? Brian, no. I don't let anybody finish sentences. And it is a problem.
It does make a change. Like I say, I usually interrupt myself. As Brian will tell you.
Have a go at him now, Brian, because he just fucking interrupted me when I was talking.
Exactly. Brian, well, I've met Brian. Brian's a really nice guy, right? He's proper cool. He's a real Cockney. Proper apples and pears, pie and mash, all that nonsense.
All right, Sam, my name's fucking Brian fucking Pop Robson, you bastard.
Yeah. And he's a funny guy, but he's very old, he's practically a pile of dust at this point.
How old is he?
Oh, I don't know. He's got to be, I don't know, 60. He's older than me.
Do your balls hang lower than your cock?
How do you know? I wore jeans for tonight's live stream. I'm usually in pajama trousers or shorts.
Yeah, but interrupting conversation is a common ADHD behavior.
Is it? I can see why it comes across as rude, though, but the only way I try to explain it is that if I literally don't blurt it out at that second, then it's gone forever.
Yeah, that is what it is. You've got so many thoughts rushing through your head.
Yeah.
You're like, I've got to get this thought out now, because if I don't, it'll be gone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens to it. You know, like I say, and some of the people who are here now will confirm this. I can literally start talking about something, and it can be anything, and then
every now and again, if you do that,
just stops.
When you do that, someone will put squirrel in the side chat because it's like you've just seen a squirrel.
Because it's like when a cat sees a laser pointer, I'm a bit like that.
My missus tells me off about it all the time, and I'm like, look, if I could fucking help it, well, you've just got to be more mindful. It's like telling somebody with depression, have you tried not being sad? Try not being depressed. It's like,
It's like, oh, you're feeling anxious? Don't worry about it.
It's like Tourette's. It's like, I've got to get this fucking these set of words out.
Yeah.
And it is going to like that if I don't.
Yeah, I can literally feel them. I can feel the words.
And
they've got to get out there, type of thing. But
and it does feel ignorant because you were consciously aware of, like, I know that somebody's talking, but I've really got to get this thing out. And it's like you're trying to rush what they are saying.
That's exactly.
So you can say it's fucking like, it's not ideal.
No.
But it's also not something that you should dwell on. And beat yourself up for.
I try not to, because I am fully aware that I do it, and I do it a lot, and I do it to everybody. It's not as if, I'll only do it to some bloke in the pub who I'm not a big fan of. It's not like that at all. I'll interrupt everyone, including myself, because I try not to, because my missus might say, oh, yeah, but it's like you weren't interested in what he was saying. It's like, I wasn't. And what I wanted to say was way more important. And I don't know. Maybe I am just completely off my box or something. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking embrace it, man. I've embraced it. I have. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things, and it's I think it's.
You need that on a t-shirt. You need that on a fucking t-shirt.
What?
I do it to everybody. The Creaky blinder.
Jay Birdmack agrees with it.
And I tell you what ADHD people do as well, is they always bring the conversation back to themselves.
Right.
Which is what I'm about to do. I used to have a t-shirt, a merchandise t-shirt that said, stop swearing on the front.
Yeah.
I'm only going to say this once.
Yeah.
Right? And on the back, it said in big, huge writing, you can't.
Well, I was talking to my Discord server. I can't remember if it was this morning or yesterday, whenever it was. And I was saying, I got a guest on tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. He's a legend. We'll have a nice chat and everything. Interesting guy. And I said, Dai Ling Ping, and people like, I said, well, I tell you what, I'll show you one of its thumbnails. Now, there's the thumbnail on your channel. It's jet black. And it just says, you're a CUNT.
Share it on the screen.
And it's just, it's one of those things. It's like, I thought if anything sums up Dai Ling Ping for somebody who's got no idea who he is, then it's got to be that thumbnail. It was only, I can't remember if it was yesterday or today now, but I will find it.
It's the epitome of art, that is.
Yeah.
It is. Like, in thousands of years, that's going to be next to the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. See, my Discord server is really highbrow. So that's one of the pictures from my Discord server.
Well, last plug.
Yeah. So I use a meme in my video. So if I say, but, then I'll include, it's usually a big fat booty getting a slap, and I just use a slap sound effect. But Storm Shadow.
I've got sound effects. Yeah, this is my fast one, and this is the little bit more.
If somebody, I'm making a video about swears and I don't feel like leaving it in, I've never used a bleep. I always use a fart sound effect, but mine is homemade. I literally got this microphone and farted straight into it, and that's my Oh, there we are. So I was only half right. So this was the Dai Ling Ping thumbnail I shared to manage people's expectations. Because I was looking at that, Dai the Carrot and Ling Ping style, and I thought, no, that doesn't really sort of summarize Dai Ling Ping for a Dai Ling Ping virgin. And Brian Potter, and people are replying in the comments under my videos now, either plug or smarty pantses like Brian are saying 3-pin 13 amp every time I use the word butt in a video. So, but the funny thing is that's brilliant for engagement.
Yeah, and the reality behind it, Brian's just put now how to get a YouTube strike. Never a YouTube strike on it. There's not a strike on it.
I was going to ask you, did you ever have any close calls with the YouTube algorithmic gods?
No. Even down to, can you remember they brought the new rules out when it was like no swearing, no violence.
The adpocalypse.
It was a massive list, wasn't it? And do you know what I did? The first video I uploaded was me playing a game called Manhunt.
Yeah.
Can you remember Manhunt?
Yeah, I remember it.
It's basically like a game that you've got to just go around and snuffing people out. It's like a snuff film in a game.
Right.
And it was probably the most verbally aggressive, the most diverse catalogue of swear words you'll ever see in a video. The most fucking blood-gory violence.
Yeah.
Never even got flagged.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
And I called YouTube countless times, see you next Tuesdays throughout the video.
Yeah.
Do you wonder, so was that on the Mr. LBX channel?
Yeah.
Do you wonder if your sort of, the age of your channel allowed you to go under the radar? Because you were all already sort of in the zeit. No, I don't know, actually. As I'm starting to say that out loud, I'm like, that's not the case, because so many people lost thousands. It's just interesting how you went under the radar being as explicit as you are.
Do you think, because some of the videos I'm ranting for so long, some of my videos I've sworn and ranted at people for half hour without breathing, right?
Yeah.
Or what it appeared, without breaking breath then. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even sound as if I broke breath. I've just gone, I breathe fast and then just continued, right?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm talking so fast in the videos that the algorithm isn't even detecting
quite possibly
what's being fed?
Could it also be Welsh racism?
Yeah, the number of times I've been sent screenshots from the subtitles on my videos, the ones YouTube generates, and it's just making stuff up. It's like I didn't even say anything remotely close to that.
No, I know.
It's
funny
bizarre.
when it does like closed captions on me, because it never gets the closed captions right.
Yeah, same with mine. The majority of it's okay, but every so often it decides it wanted to rewrite part of the video.
Yeah. But no, it's definitely xenophobia.
Yeah,
what's this shit with things being called phobias now as well?
Everything's a phobia now.
I was arguing with somebody the other day. Obviously, I'm going to promote healthy lifestyles, right?
Mm.
And I'm going to turn around to people and say, look, the reality behind it is if you've got excess body fat, that's not good for you.
No.
And then recommend what they do to counteract that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
To then be called out as a fat phobic for saying those things is utterly mental.
Yeah, that's one of those sort of internet things that I've just, at that point, you're praising.
You've hijacked the word fucking phobia for the fucking start, because I'm not scared of fat people.
No.
Right? I haven't got an irrational fear of fat people chasing me down the road.
Yeah.
And then people turn around and say, you can't call people fat. Well, look, the reality behind it is I've been fat. Right? I've been fat from eating endless amounts of fucking wagon wheels. During COVID, I went really fat. One of the boys used to drop me a fucking box of wagon wheels every week during COVID.
Bloody hell.
But how can it be called fat? There's a difference between discriminating against somebody for the way that they look, or from where they're from, or from what their ethnic background is. and highlighting fact. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what your stance is on this, but transitioned males to females
Right.
fighting biological females in boxing matches. Now, for me to turn around and go, that's fucking disgusting, because the last time that happened in an MMA cage, for example, the biological female's head was caved in.
Yeah.
Fractured skull, right? For me to turn around and I say I think that's wrong, where is there a phobic comment there? That's just purely fact.
Yeah, people act like if you raise concerns in sport in regards to transgender people, that somehow you're just like against trans people. But it's like, no, this is a real conversation that needs to be had, because at the end of the day, these, especially in combat sports, we're trying to keep these fighters safe.
Yeah. But this is where logic fucks off, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is where logic goes out the window. And this applies to flat earthers.
Yeah.
And other individuals with these sort of illogical belief systems.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like just the word conspiracy.
It's just fucking interrupted me as I was talking.
I know.
Tell him off, Bri.
He will not. But it's like I forgot what I was going to say now. See?
Oh, see, that's a prime example.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, so the word conspiracy has kind of lost all meaning now. You know, some conspiracies, JFK, it's really interesting to read about, but then like silly ones then, like flat Earth, means some of the interesting ones now you're just like, no, it's probably just nonsense like flat Earth. And it's the same with attaching phobia to the end, or phobic to the end of certain, words we use as sort of, like you say, fat phobic. Well, I'm the same as you. I'm not scared of fat people. I'm fat myself. I've got a big belly on me. I look like a letter Q when I'm naked. It's there. There's no hiding it. But
well,
I'm
the
not
letter Q now
myself.
Well, you've just said the letter Q now.
Yeah,
like you've got a really massive cock.
It's a capital Q. It's a capital Q, Dave.
Yeah. Even so, you've got a massive floppy cock.
But you know what I mean, though, don't you? It's like it's another word that's been so overused. Now it's gone that it doesn't
hijacked,
really mean the same thing.
Yeah. It's mental.
Jay Birdmark says bad memory. Creaky. Who's Creaky? Jonathan Ross, isn't it? 2 words, lion's mane. Do you know, me and Mrs. Blinder went to we went to London about a month ago, and we came back via the Cotswolds, and we went to Clarkson's farm, and they were selling lion's mane on there, and I'd read stuff about it, and I was going to buy some to try, but I forgot.
Lion's mane's quite good.
Yeah,
it's got loads of benefits.
Talking about it.
Do you know the best thing? And people might jump on the bandwagon and disagree with me when I say this, right? Do you know one of the best things for males over the age of 40? 45?
Women under the age of 30?
Anna, yeah. Testosterone. TRT.
Yeah.
Do you know when, like, so you look at women when they go through the change.
Yeah.
There's a hormone switch that takes place, yeah?
Yeah.
Estrogen levels drop, and then they pool their overall ratio of hormones. The ratio switches.
Yeah.
Same happens to men. So men's testosterone will drop as you encroach over the age of 30. And it's on a consistent trajectory down, yeah?
Yeah.
So when a woman goes through certain physical and psychological changes going through it, the menopause then, the menopause is a real thing as well.
Yeah.
So like mental health disturbances, higher rates of depression, higher levels of body fat, lower muscle mass. There's a fucking whole thing. Now, this has been a major thing in the US for years.
Yeah.
TRT has been a thing in the US for years, and that's probably due to the way that their health system is run.
Yeah.
It's all based on insurances and on some level private treatments.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's been
Essentially.
easily accessible to them.
Yeah. 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 But it's nuts for us in the UK to think that there's countries that don't have a national health service.
Yeah.
You know, like I know somebody, and
floppy
lived in
dick syndrome,
California, broke his leg, and he basically had to just walk it off because he didn't have insurance. So he said, I couldn't even afford the ambulance ride.
Yeah. It's fucking, it's crazy. Yeah. So, like, I'm really thankful for the NHS in some aspects. And in other aspects, they're arse backwards. They're like fucking years and years and years behind.
Yeah, no doubt.
The criteria for testosterone levels in the UK.
Yeah.
You'd have to be under, so they base it on nmols or nmol or whatever you want to call it, right? And if you're below 6, you are entitled to be treated by the NHS.
Right.
A female is at around about 2.5.
Yeah.
Right? If they go on TRT, if they're going through a transition, for example, they can go up to as high as 25.
Yeah.
So if you're a male who's got test levels of 12, you won't get treated. Right. But a female, her test levels or his test levels can get smashed up to 25, double.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and it's not just like in the UK. That's stupid, that is.
Like in the UK, if you go to private clinics in the UK, their criteria is very different. So they'll go if you're under 12 or if you're 12 and below, you can get it. But then obviously you've got to pay through the tits for that, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Just to acknowledge, thank you, Beardo. I know I've started going live at the same time as you on a Sunday. And thank you for sending everybody over, pal. Much appreciated. Although we are getting, I'm sweating. See, my gauge of when I need to end the stream is
when you sweat.
Tied into how sweaty I am.
Do you need to poo?
No, I'm busting for a slash though.
Well, why don't you have one then?
Yeah, I might have to now. I might have to now. But I am mindful of the fact that it's 9 o'clock, which is yours and my bedtime.
This is the thing with, I love doing live streams, but they do have the tendency, like, don't get me wrong, some people will sit and watch them for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And I've been there, I've streamed fucking before now for 12 hours.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, I'm tired now.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what
because it's your stream, you're like, oh god, it's like you're trying to kick somebody out of your fucking house who's like, go on, you've been here for 3 hours now, fuck off, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, it's like I can literally be going romping along brilliant, and then I think I want to finish now. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next, and I literally just end it. But Pedro, how are you, pal?
Pedro McPherson,
nice to see you. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well.
My books are not out yet, Ben. I'm going to be putting one up on Amazon KDP. Book 1 will go up on KDP now shortly. It needs another couple of proofreads. There's no point in sending it to Bearded. Creaky. Why did I call it Bearded?
I don't know. Well, I am.
It might be because you've got a beard. Yeah. The creaky bearded blinder. There's no point in me sending it to Creaky.
I get called bald in my comment section. I'm 4 eyes because I've never noticed I haven't got any hair and I wear glasses either. It's no, it's just one of the.
You know why I've called you bearded? Because somebody's just said about Beardo.
Yeah, Beardo is a creator and streamer. He does.
So I've just picked information and just made it all up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm going to send the book to Callum for him to read it because he'll read it. He won't.
Well, I need to read that.
And he can tell me what it's about then. And then when the audio book comes out, I'll listen. Or I'll come round and you can read it to me one night while you rock me to sleep on your lap.
Or you can narrate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've had people ask me to read stuff for them before as well. Like when I was doing Cameo, can you read this? And
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, before we fuck off, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you the book, open it in WhatsApp, and I want you to show me what you'd be like as a narrator, right?
Right, okay.
Right, hold on a minute. I'm going to send it over to you now with that.
Right, okay.
All right, with that.
Slight issue with this plan. He's got to learn to read first.
Yeah. So the people from Beardo Stream are actually staying. We better make this infinitely more interesting then.
Well, yeah.
We've had a really fun conversation, and tonight's stream is exactly why I want this to live on its own channel, because I want to be able to talk about literally whatever I fancy talking about and with whoever I fancy talking.
Well, no, reframe that now the way you wanted to reframe it. You want to talk about what you want with absolute liabilities being invited on.
Yeah. I did say at the beginning I was just as scared as I was excited about this conversation.
Yeah, but I haven't been as much of a liability as you thought I would be.
You've been very, very personable, Dai.
Yeah, but this is like I've been masking now for 3 hours. My missus is fucking having it now as soon as I finish this. I'm going to be like a fucking whirlwind around the house.
You know why you're looking for that? You know the videos you used to do where you were clearly...
Sent it.
Oh, you sent it. Where you're clearly just winding your missus up. Are they like you just... You know the ones you use in one of the... I don't know if it was like a Snapchat filter or a...
Oh, with the corn head?
Yeah.
Do you know, if
I didn't even see that.
If I decided to do a series of winding my missus up,
yeah,
it would go fucking viral, because she's probably not with anybody else, only me. I think she genuinely dislikes me, right? Because I can just like say something to her and she will straight away go from 0 to 100. Really agitated, really pissed off.
Yeah.
So
a
I
woman
think,
loses her temper. Come on.
I don't, mate. It's fucking strange. It's
That's
strange.
That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah. I sent that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, right. I'm on the preface.
Yeah, but like you've got to do it properly now, like you are a narrator.
Oh God. Right.
Right. So get your serious face on now and get really close to the mic. Yeah.
I've had to put my seeing glasses on. These ones are just for the computer.
And you've got to do lip smacking as well, right?
Nothing like a bit of pressure. The night sky over Swansea looked like someone had tried to iron a duvet with their feet. Creased, sweaty, and burnt in the middle. A few stars poked through like fag burns in a council flat ceiling. Mostly drowned out by the glow of the industrial estate and whatever was on fire in Town Hill this week. Probably a mattress or a stolen Corsa. A breeze rolled in from the sea, carrying the scent of wet tarmac, vape clouds, and whatever chemical spill the council was pretending didn't happen. The moon hung low and judgmental, like a landlord checking if you'd paid the rent yet. Half hidden behind a cloud, suspiciously shaped like Ricky Hatton if you tilted your head and squinted. Somewhere in the distance, a siren shrieked, followed by the metallic clang of a stolen shopping trolley meeting its violent end.
You weren't lying, Dai. You're a hell of a writer.
See, now, given everything I've said, this is something I could see myself reading, because when I'm reading that, even out loud, it's your voice in my head.
Yeah, but I think it creates that visual, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I think somebody who knows who Dai Ling Ping is, like...
Yeah, like if you know who I am, then there's so much fan service in there.
Yeah.
There's things that only fans of Dai will get, and it'll be like a little private joke that it's like,
I know.
We get that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I got stuff like that on the channel. There's certain like inside jokes that would mean nothing to anybody apart from the people who know what I'm talking about. And I know that's like the definition of an inside joke. But, you know, there's certain things I say in videos, which is like a nod to a video I did like 4 years ago, maybe.
Right. In book 2, this isn't giving fuck all away. There's 2 sheep in book 2, right?
Right.
And their names are Barry and Merrill.
Right.
Now, nobody has picked up, who've read it, have picked up on the reason why they call Barry and Merrill.
Right.
Why do you think they call Barry and Merrill? No, I'm obviously questioning. Is stuff that I'm putting in just going over people's heads?
Barry and Meryl. See, when I hear somebody called Barry,
Oh my God, I just got it.
Go on.
Did you get it?
Barry and Meryl. Am I wrong?
That's it. That's it.
It is.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was on about that. I think his name's Barry. He used to play a character called Shadwell.
Oh, Barry Welsh has come in.
Barry Welsh, that's it. That's
Barry
why I
Welsh,
thought it might have been.
yeah.
Well, shows up, but yeah, that's
That's funny. That is.
But that would have gone straight over my head.
Oh no, I'm gonna get right into this book tonight. I can already tell I'm gonna enjoy it.
So that was my audition, Dai.
Fucking brilliant, mate.
Oh, I tell you. Once I know all the words, I just got to put them in the right order.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up there?
Yeah, we better add because I am
He's
sweating
ready.
profusely, and it's way past Dai and my bedtime.
Oh, you're going to bed together now, you?
Well, you know,
Yoo-hoo.
glad, didn't he? So, so yeah, thank you to Dai for popping on for a chat. It's everything I expected and more. And it was nice to be able to speak to you as yourself as well, not just the Dai voice, because I know you said you do alter it a little bit digitally now, but I'm guessing that you used to be able to just do the voice, so didn't you?
Well, if I wait.
So, whereas I could do that pitch years ago,
yeah,
without the thing.
If I do it now, it's slightly lower.
Yeah.
See, so like, I suppose it's like singing. If you're not singing to the top of your range, you lose the ability to be able to sing up there.
Yeah, so like any other muscle then, if you're not regularly exercising it, it's not going to serve you as well.
And if I'm not doing it frequently enough, doing it strains my throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, if I do it all the time for like maybe the next 6 months, I'll be able to just hit those higher fucking notes again. But
yeah, because it's a bit like singing in a way, isn't it? Because it's not your natural speaking voice. It's it's Dai Ling Ping's voice.
Yeah, and for like 4 or 5 years, that's the only voice I did.
Yeah.
I'd even find myself walking around the house, and I still do this now. But we're going back into talking again now. Fuck's sake. If I'm streaming for a period of time, I'll find myself walking around the house, and if my missus calls me, I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, fucking behave.
How annoying did your missus used to find Dai, though?
This is even to this day, she's like, you're not even funny. And I'm like, okay, but there are, and this isn't a flex, there are literally millions of people around the world that disagree with you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's like, the way I am in my videos is kind of, I am that annoying in real life, but it's a bit more toned down. So I am who I am in my videos, but it's amped up, like, and you amp Dai Ling Ping up with the squeaky voice and the sort of aggressive approach and winding people up.
I suppose if you're living with it all the time, though, it's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it's like a gynecologist probably gets sick of looking at minge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because they're looking at it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. It's one of those weird things.
I shouldn't have said minge, should I? I should have said like tuppence or something instead. It's like a gynecologist getting really bored with looking at a tuppence all the time.
Oh, dear me. Let me just quickly address Treble Six's comment. I'm expecting an email this week. We are this much closer now to actually being able to launch a balloon. We're sending up a high altitude weather balloon to show the curvature of Earth, and it's been massively complicated to arrange because I'm using somebody to do the launch for me, and it's just way more stressful than I ever intended it to be when I proposed the idea. But
somebody's just sent you another £2, so you can probably send another 10 up.
Yeah.
You're only £2 and £2 for 10 and home bargains.
Yeah, I was going to say, home bargains, they come with a pump as well. Anyway, guys, thank you, pal. I'll speak to you again in a minute. Now, I'm just going to end the stream and say thank you to everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Some of you will have, some of you won't have. You can't please everyone all the time, so I've given up trying. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all again tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. for another video. Love you.
Bye. Thank you all for watching Creaky Live. Don't forget to follow me on all of your social media platforms. Have a good day and have a creaky week.